Hello, world. This is Chris Aballo's podcast experiment, and I am Chris Aballo. Welcome to the show. Thank you for subscribing to the show wherever you get your podcasts, as well as on YouTube, where you can find full video episodes of the show every Monday for the next several Mondays. Thank you also for following the show at CAPEPOD on, I almost said Twitter, but that's not a thing anymore, Instagram, TikTok, and that's the handle if you go to YouTube as well. You can check us out there. So where were we? Well, we're back for the second half of 2023. We're going to finish off 2023. And joining me by popular demand, because you demanded it, another all-star show here. Joining me for Cape 231, please welcome back Ryan Taggart.
Hi, we're back.
Joe Weber.
Hola.
And spinning the knobs, the various bits and pieces, Christian Cordes.
With a camera on me this time.
And freshly sheared.
Look at you.
Look at him.
Love the hair, babe.
Thank you, guys.
That's right.
I both miss it and love the current thing at the same time.
I mean, but he looks beautiful on camera, though.
It
Look
like
at that.
quaffs to the right, and it gives you like that suave shit going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, man.
There's a wave going on that I don't think
Here
we're ready
for it, man.
for. Yeah.
And I think
All right, then I'll
it's
turn my camera off. I'm sorry, guys.
no, don't do it.
Bring
really-
it back, you sexy beast.
never mind the haircut. I'm getting used to you wearing glasses that actually have two arms for the change. Like one was an arm and one was a popsicle stick for a long time. Like there was a lot going on.
Hey, you do what you got to do. Right?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly,
but-
man.
That's why like this is a whole like this is Christian version
You know how much glasses cost?
2023. Yeah.
I know.
Trust.
Knock on every piece of wood. No, I don't. They
Not
still
yet.
work. It's the only thing that still works is these.
You wore
Yeah.
I got a
glasses.
very blue-eyed thing. No, I wear. The last time I was here, I wore glasses because I forgot to take them off after work. They were non-prescription blue light filters. That's it. I
was
wear
like-
them just for like staring at
the
a screen all
screens.
day.
Yeah.
And you're just staring at me
They're
instead.
the only things that work. Like I said, I want them to last as long as possible. I'm wearing those fucking things every time I stare at a computer.
I get that.
Mine
You wear
worked
when I look
until
at the
this
phone.
time last year, and then they went. So
Is that right?
Yeah.
So
You
I
got a
5
few years left.
I got 5 years. That's
Yeah.
my countdown. Good
Yep.
to know.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm
We'll
lucky.
see. Depending on genetics. I mean,
Oh,
well, you guys
fuck.
actually have a similar background, I think. you're-
German, Irish, Scottish.
Okay, yeah, you're similar.
Yeah,
See,
similar.
The reason
Yeah.
like I let the glasses get to that point is just the refusal to like change it. Like my like for one. So when I was doing the Secret Stash show, which I still am. Like people had convinced me that it was a bit. And like, oh, just keep it. Like you can't have two arms.
There was fan art
Yeah,
with you
no, there
having
was-
substitute arms on
Yeah,
your glasses.
with
Like,
me
they
having
stay on my face.
with
Right.
me having just one-armed glasses. But
There
like,
were two, but he pondered so much, he chewed it right off, like
Yeah.
all the way down, like they do. Like you just hang on to it, and now
It's been
nubbed.
such a constant thing though over the last 2 years.
There's a lore behind it.
Like I remember he actually like laid into me prior to a show, and I was genuinely asking, like, "Are you able to see out of your glasses?" He's like, "Ah!" But we were like the fifth show in that day, and everybody was busting his balls with his glasses, and I was actually out of character, genuinely asking him if he was okay, and he
He was ready
actually
to snap
unloaded
your
on.
neck.
He was. You remember that?
like the
And
broken
he,
arm.
he apologized to me, came over, gave me a hug. It was actually very funny, and I'm like, I was actually asking because I
Yeah.
care, and he was
concerned.
yeah. And he's like, I'm so sorry. Like he really felt bad.
No, I do remember that. Like it's one of I'm one of those people that when shitty things happen, I catalog that shit. Like I don't forget.
You mean
Like, I
because
don't.
when you were shitty to somebody, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it because I tend to be like as nice as I can to
a
most
guilt
people.
complex,
And when
yeah,
I
I get it.
have those moments, which don't happen very often, it's one of those things where it's just like, fuck, it's gonna
Yeah.
stick in my peripheral
I
brain
feel that.
forever.
But he still hasn't forgotten, and he might like stick you in the ribs one day
Yeah.
Maybe.
for your comments.
That's all right. That's all right.
You
I
won't
got-
see it.
never
You
see
won't
it
see it
coming.
coming. Yeah.
That's okay. I will.
like
This is. He literally just shut his camera off.
Where is he? You don't know.
I've
He's
been-
behind you.
I've in the event that happens, if I go missing for more than 48 hours, there will be a public release of a video of Christian breaking down and crying on Cape. So there's that. So he knows.
Gotta
after fun
hold
with me-
up.
Will, bud. It's got it written in the will.
I've got everyone's kryptonite. The jacket's coming off. Fuck it.
that will never.
Now
see
we're
light
talking.
day.
It might. You may be. You know what? I did actually think about that. I'm like, in a world, and I'm not trying to.
In a world.
See, and I didn't, and the voice guy didn't do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God, I don't like you two getting along. This is not what I had in mind at all.
We always
That's an opening
That's the
clip.
twist of this episode.
Apparently.
We're here to fight against you.
That's an opening clip if
Really?
I've ever
About
saw
time.
one.
Me against everybody? What the fuck else is new?
story of my life.
Kinda.
We're gonna introduce it just like that one episode. Where I was like, "This week on Cape."
Yeah.
Why did you do that like a Muppet that can't control his hands? Like,
'Cause it actually was.
That's how I did it on the
Okay,
one time
Because
I did it.
it was a Muppet-centric
Good to
show.
know.
That's
All
why.
right. Just good to know I can grasp concepts.
Because he very...
Because you saw that out of your peripheral vision, you're like, "What the fuck is
Yeah,
Christian okay?"
Christian
He's
did a
seizing.
he did a
He's
very
seizing out.
insensitive impression of me. And that
This is the
became...
happiest season of my life.
I love that fucking movie. Nobody likes a unibrow. Oh, that's such a good
Eight
movie.
crazy nights for the win.
God.
We did that. Oh, we on not to immediately focus on
No,
my
that's
podcast.
listen.
but
If
we
this
did
show didn't derail, it would be weird.
Yep.
We did a holiday episode, just going over all of like the claymations.
Yes.
But like we had to include all the holiday episodes, so we included 8 Crazy Nights when we ranked it.
Sure.
Christian was on that show. And
What? On an animation show.
Yeah, I know, shocking. But we ranked that fucking high. That movie is fantastic. It is one of the. I don't know of any other Hanukkah movies.
There isn't
but
one.
that's number one
They
by a
exist.
long shot.
I'm sure they're very
Independent.
faith-based. Yeah, like I'm sure.
That- yeah.
I'm sure they're very like
No
Very
Hanukkah
Hallmark.
comedies out there.
Aimed is the
Yeah.
word. Yeah, just
Yeah, they're very. There's a very specific target demographic for probably a lot of Hanukkah
it's
movies.
one
out there.
specific part of Ocean County, New Jersey, and we all
One
know.
very specific part.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of boroughs in the Empire State. Anyway, so yeah, we're back as usual. We're back.
So where were we?
Just another clusterfuck. That's
Yeah.
what this is. Oh, well, there's the title, everybody.
Just
Or maybe,
another
well,
clusterfuck.
no, because then we won't get shared anywhere. It's going to be Fustercluck. That's
Yeah,
there we go,
Fustercluck.
Fustercluck. That's the only way to make it work. It has to be.
That's
this would
good.
be well,
I like that.
I'm naming
All right.
my first dog Fuster Cluck.
okay.
Yes.
Or chicken. That seems more appropriate.
That would be. You know what? We should have some wings. Christian DoorDash has some wings. Would you? Thanks. He's like, no.
Fuck you.
What? Really? I like one of Christian's favorite.
Why you
jokes
gotta
is to
ask the
shut the
black
camera
man to
off.
get you some wings? Like that's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Wow. See, I didn't bring it
Yeah.
up, but
Everybody likes chicken. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, everybody likes chicken wings.
I just had to try to do a
like-
Chris Rock impression, but
That was a massive failure
oh,
if
I
I've
know.
ever seen
I
one.
just had to.
He had to shoot his shot, you know?
Did he though?
He's already mad at me because I was talking about the bugs that bit me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fantastic accidental segue. Will you stop turning your camera off? It's Christian's favorite.
Leave the
bit.
camera on.
We want your reactions. Don't the people want to see you.
I know,
Like,
but
the
but
people
but
wanna
the
see
bit
you.
is so great.
I love you, Christian. See, this is why you just need to be here all the time.
See, that's
That,
funny. Right?
that was him
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
that was him getting Thanos snapped.
That's yeah.
And that's how I saved Christmas. But that's why the
Oh my God!
I'm so happy
now,
you're
I-
here.
I know you're working this into your stand-up. So
Yes.
if you don't want to give away the story, I mean, Ryan's got a similar story.
No,
but
I got bit by bugs that have a name that I'm afraid to say loudly.
Spell it
because then
first.
I'm a CHI-double-gutter.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Chit, 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 chit.
Yeah. Chia.
Chiggers.
Also,
Yeah.
not-
That's
yeah. Well, you can say it.
say it. That's
Yeah.
your. That's
Yeah.
your word.
You're allowed to say it.
Yeah.
What? I'm taking it back.
Yeah, I'm taking it back.
Yeah. Let your inner Randall come out. It's not. Well, we got him. This is why you get a dedicated camera.
Yes.
I'm gonna get him to pee one day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him.
If it's the last thing I do.
I swear to God.
That's always been one of my favorite things to do on the show is when Christian is not on the panel. Essentially, is just make him lose his shit. On
Cackling,
camera. And there have been a few.
Yeah.
There have been a few moments that I'm very, very proud of. Anyway, you got bitten by this bug,
Oh yeah.
this
And
racially insensitive bug.
Yes, and it ruined me, dude. Like I thought it was bed bugs at first, but nobody else in
Me
the house
too.
got them.
Yep.
And they were spaced apart. It looked like chicken pox. And I'm a sleep scratcher. Like if I have bad mosquito bites, they're gonna blister up because I can't stop. And dude, they had to put me on like a steroid to stop the like clearly steroid.
Wow.
Like look at the I don't know. This camera's kind of doing something for me. Anyway, yeah. So I had to take medication to stop this thing from itching. It
Ay, ay,
was
ay.
painful. So don't walk a dog in high grass in Tom's River. That's the moral of the story.
Also a good title, but silver medal winner for this week.
And I had the same thing this summer, and I thought it was bed bugs too. Like Jen and I were getting bit by something in bed, and we knew it was in bed.
But see, that's the thing. I was in bed with Heather, and she didn't get touched one time.
Which is that's the weird thing. Like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Right.
So we had gotten bit at first together, and then slowly she stopped getting bit. The kids never got anything. And at one point, it was just me still continuing to get bit. So
at this point in the story, I thought Ryan just had a wiping problem, but apparently.
So I'm like, what are they on or in? So
Right.
we thought it was bed bugs. We had an exterminator come out. They ruled that out because you'd see them.
Right.
When they're like adults, you can see them especially if they're
For
feeding.
sure.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bed bugs. I'm like, thank Christ. Like,
Yeah.
because that shit's embarrassing.
We
you know?
bomb cleaned the entire apartment, cleaned sheets multiple times. I usually wear jeans like once or twice. I was wearing them like half a day, and and I was
Streaking
like
through the
washed.
house the rest of the
Dude,
day.
the scrubbing I did, I'm surprised I have skin for there to be bumps on.
Yeah.
And I was still getting them. I'm like, why are there new? It's like, and they find the worst possible spots
Yep.
you can think of, because it starts on your legs and then works around back, and it's just underneath your ass cheeks.
And you can't
That's a fun one.
Oh, man.
Because
You
then
can't
I'm
see them.
at,
Right,
and then I'm
really?
at work and I'm talking to clients on the phone, and I got headphones on and a little fucking thing, and I'm just like,
You take care of your goose.
And the worst
gooch
part
triggers.
is, and you can't see them. So
No.
it's like this
they're
invisible
mites.
enemy.
They're invisible.
No, I know. I'm just thinking about the itching in the areas.
Yeah,
there's a
dude.
lot of there's more activity than usual going on in my taint. And,
Yep.
Well, that's a quote for the trailer.
Yeah. And these things blow up like hours later, and you don't feel the initial bite, apparently, which is the weird part. You don't, like, hours later, they start itching, and then you know that you got bit.
Yep.
But they don't, like, it doesn't hurt when they actually bite you, so you don't feel anything.
Right.
And then
Right, just the
all of a sudden,
aftermath.
you got these bites on you, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was ready to
Wait,
amputate.
I thought it was fleas, because, we have 2 dogs. They get
Yeah.
fleas occasionally, but I'm like, they've gotten fleas before. We've never gotten bitten by them, so why now? So I'm like, what's left
Yeah.
that could be biting us? And
Well-
sure enough, the exterminator's like, it's probably chiggers. And I'm like, okay, how did we get those?
Dude, he flinched when you said that. That was
yeah.
hilarious.
So the enunciation was fine, right?
Dude, no, but
It's okay.
This episode is going to be heavily edited.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of silence.
Yeah, just
just
beep it out.
don't-
Yeah.
no, don't bleep it out. That is so much worse.
Actually,
I want to
no.
see that cut of this.
Oh no,
the exterminator said it's probably.
Yeah, probably boop.
no, because when you bleep a word, you only get one half of it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
it.
You better make sure it's the
Yeah.
ch that's
Yeah,
heard.
make sure the CH
I-
is
it's-
in there.
Okay, because I was going to say, if all Ryan says is "gers," it's going to sound really, really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, Cape is taking a turn in this his 10th year.
I hope this doesn't cut out when you're listening to it or any static on your.
Oh,
Can you just mute his mic really quickly next time he says "chiggers"?
All right,
See what
I won't
happens?
say it again.
dude. I was ready to amputate my fucking leg, and
Yeah.
I was ready to blame Whiting because we're moving my girlfriend's mom out of her house and just packing up everything. She's got an acre of land and she's got a pool out back and doing all this
Oh,
shit.
so yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that might be the problem, but then like it doesn't go away, and I'm
Yeah.
like, nobody else is getting it. Everybody else was in that house.
Yeah,
I'm the only one.
and you're the only one, right? And that's the part that fucks with you. You're like, why me? What are they on?
Yeah.
What are they in that they're
And to
just
take the
biting me?
steroid, I had to
Yeah.
get off my anxiety meds, so I already double hated myself
Right.
now. Terrible.
Dude,
it's a seizure risk.
there was a night where I had
listening.
like a shaking, crying meltdown.
Yeah, stay away from those bugs, is what we're
Because
saying.
like I could, like, your skin crawls and you can't see them and you're just scratching everywhere. I had a meltdown.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
as two
trembling,
anxiety-riddled guys, this was the last thing you needed.
Like we were sitting on the
Grown-ass
couch
men
watching TV and I
crying.
felt like you feel like a little scurry
Yep.
or what feels like it, and you're like you're tearing your skin apart. And I lost it.
Yeah.
I got up off the couch and I was standing there with my arms crossed,
Yeah.
shaking.
And
crying.
I'm not to say I'm not. I swear to God, I say this all the time. People want to fight me. I'm not saying I'm a fat person, but I am a little squishy, and I'm doing the fat guy belly scratch now because they got me one time, and I'm just like that, like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah, you're in your Homer
And I'm
era.
just like, shit, dude.
And this
Yeah.
this happened like a couple of months ago, and some of the bites on my legs still have not completely gone away yet.
Good to know. 'cause
Really?
I'm like 3
Yeah,
weeks
there's-
out.
I still got them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get used to
Yeah.
him, I guess. That's fucked up. You know what? And you talked about this at the time.
Fucking me up, man.
And
Yeah,
it
I
was,
told you,
Christian's itchy.
He's itching right now.
Dude, it's a,
The
yeah,
worst
good luck
part-
sleeping tonight.
I
It's a
gotta-
fucking nightmare.
The worst part is I got a bite right here.
Yeah.
So now I just look like I love heroin.
I mean,
Yeah, right. That's a
In
good
one
spot for
specific
it.
spot. Like, and I miss the vein, apparently, because I'm so white, you
Yeah,
can
you
see
don't-
where all my veins
you,
are.
you
Like,
like it so much, you can't
I'm-
wait to get it in your arm.
I'm a nurse's best friend. You can see where my veins are, and I somehow
Yeah.
miss.
Oh yeah, you got good veins.
You are. Well, no, it's an extremely pale skin.
Exactly.
You know, he glows in the doctor's office with all that fluorescent lighting.
Yeah.
But
Phosphorescent.
yes.
Yeah.
I had contact dermatitis over the summer. I got a new body wash, and I literally woke up the next day and I like streaks of red, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, because during the summer I just sleep in basically like sleep shorts anyway, and without a shirt on. So apparently I was scratching myself in my sleep, and I was like, and I didn't really think about it, like not enough to wake me up, but I noticed, you know, you're kind of in between sleep and awake. And I just kind of scratch myself. I'm like, and I noticed that, and then I get up in the morning, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, it's arms, because I use a body scrub. I don't use like a loofah anymore. I actually have a rubber, like, you know, like silicone rubber scrubber on my body.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's these streaks on my legs, on my chest, on my arms, my back. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't know what it was. And I'm like, all right, is it, let's see. I was going through like my
You gotta
vitamins.
cycle through what you changed. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
that's what
I
they-
switched this brand of vitamin, like maybe it's, and I was like, wait a minute.
Is
It's-
this what I have to look forward to when I'm 30?
Apparently, it's coming. It's
30
coming
I
for you.
forgot you're not
Yeah.
30.
I mean, it could. It annoys the shit out of me remembering that he was born in 1995. I'm like, I was in middle school when this fucking guy was,
Yeah.
in, you know,
I wasn't that deep.
in
He's
diapers.
he's a baby. Yeah, like
He is. It's
a very
strange.
talented baby.
Meanwhile, he could probably bench all three of us stacked on top of each other. But regardless,
You damn
but
kid.
it took a while, and then it was just like, first time I used the body wash. Okay, because immediately I'm just like, what the fuck have I done
Well,
wrong?
that's the thing. When I went to the urgent care, I was like, dude, I don't know what this is. I want to die. Fix it.
Yeah.
And they're
I'm
like,
here to be killed or medicated.
they're
Pick
asking
one.
me all the questions. They're like, what did you change? I'm like, nothing. Nothing is different. No new soaps, no new shampoos, no new foods, no new nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't buy any new clothes because broke. I don't do that anyway. And like, so like jeans from years ago, man, they're comfy and I don't care. I don't care that you can see the outline of my phone when it's not in there. But
Same.
It gets worn into the jeans after a while.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I just trim the threads
Yeah.
from the ankles, like from the ends. Like I'm
and then
fine.
Heather gets sick of looking at it and buys me another pair. So I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly.
You still don't need to buy new jeans.
And then I try to buy her something nice, and it's like, oh, thanks, and then it's like hidden away forever.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I didn't change a damn thing, and they're like, so it's not allergies. Great. I'm like, thanks for checking off another box that I kind of knew already. What the fuck is it? Like,
Same. I was like, what gave
losing
me
my
a
mind.
rash? Yeah, but then doing some research on skin rashes and stuff like that. Just kind of, I mean, research. Everybody uses that term very loosely. Just did a Google search about skin rashes, and I'm looking. It was like contact dermatitis. I'm like, okay, that's probably what it is. And at the same time, going through everything, I'm like, what if I touched? And I'm like, body wash. Like that actually, through process of elimination, after I
Just
anxiously started
You said
freaking
the
out.
name of it, and I'm like, what was her name? Like that's
Yeah. Who did this to you?
contact dermatitis. Like,
No, sorry, it was just a body. The only thing that was all over my body. Well, actually, I don't want to give the name of the brand. I'm not trying to like.
Yeah.
Just because I had a reaction, I'm not going to.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Warn
might
me.
not be an air
Libel
fault.
Warn
Yeah.
me.
I will. I will off mic. They sponsor a lot of podcasts. I'll put it that way.
Okay,
but,
cool.
I'm not trying to.
So
do
it's
that.
Raid Shadow Legends, the soap. Okay, cool. Good to
Yes.
know.
I don't want to say because I still want you to sponsor
Yeah,
ours.
exactly. It's like I don't want to say anything bad about Blue Chew body wash. Shit. Squarespace makes a body wash. Everybody who sponsors every podcast except this one.
Yes.
Which is fine because then this would be a job and I wouldn't want to do it. Anyway,
You're sponsored by Liquid Death, apparently.
I'm not though.
should
Everybody,
be. Not,
I
though.
should. All I've said is send free shit. That's all I want. Like, just we drink it anyway, but they're like, why? You're paying for it. Why the
Exactly.
hell would we send you anything for free? So listen. They sponsored some tour by some upstart band named Metallica, so it's
And
whatever. They don't need Cape.
Fantastic puns. Bury it alive. Fuck you. That's genius.
Exactly. And it being my favorite of the flavors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even what's one melon? The watermelon one. I can't remember the name of it, but that's another good one too. That's probably the next best.
I gotta
Severed
cycle
lime
through
is
these.
good, although that's a good one.
I gotta cycle through these because
Convicted melon. That's the name of the watermelon
That's a
one.
good
Convicted melon
fucking
is
name.
excellent. Yeah.
I switched off sodas pretty much.
Same.
We were talking about before, but like seltzers. And it took me a while to get used to it because not having sugar, I was like fiending.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a getting older topic we got into, Christian. We can talk about it now. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about some shit, like you'll switch to seltzers at some point in your life, and that's when you know your back's going to start cracking a lot more.
I don't like soda to begin with.
Okay, cool.
All right, so then you're good. All right, so conversation over.
Bowling basket seltzer waters, flavors are phenomenal.
Yeah, that's top of the list for me. That's the ShopRite brand. I realize we have people listening in other parts of the country.
Yeah.
And other parts of the world. Oh, that's a fun thing. There's so many things I actually said, like, well, it's the first show back. We can get in all kinds of things. I was going to put this out, but I primarily put out clips in the social media, and it seems a little too much like patting myself on the back to do it. But got notified the other day. I don't check statistics and all of that stuff a whole lot. I just don't get hung up on that because the show's
stop
fun.
Staring at that for hours.
Really?
I'm like, we got somebody in Switzerland. Let's fucking go.
Well, that's the fun part. And I was a little braggy at the beginning of the year because Listen Notes, which is kind of a podcast aggregate that measures shows throughout the world. CAPE is in the top 10% of 3 million podcasts in the world, which is pretty. I mean, yeah, we're in 300,000, but that's still a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
In fact, to be in the top 10% is pretty wild.
You're still beating 2.7 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
fuck those guys.
We are also now listened to in 25 countries. So I will brag about that. So CAPE is worldwide, motherfuckers.
I'm so
in a big
now.
way.
Worldwide.
And well, it's funny because like occasionally we will drop like a regional reference, something like ShopRite, and people may not know because, and I know this from pre-social media, from going out to moving to California in 2006 and having people say like, so what is Wawa? Like it's stuff people just didn't know. They legitimately were like they've heard of it, but it was this myth. In this pre-Wikipedia, this is everybody just had MySpace, but it wasn't exactly the social media of the 2020s. So you would kind of have to clarify. It's like Wawa is, if I believed in a God, I would say it was his gift to humanity, aside from life, because it's amazing and continues to get more amazing. I haven't had the pizza yet, but still.
Oh, do I have a story for you?
Is that okay? Well, we'll get there. We're going to talk about food, which is that's going to make Christian sit up and pay attention. Yes,
I just broke out our analytics for CCTV.
Fuck you.
I was counting, and I lost it at 50.
50 countries? You guys are in 50 countries. Oh my God, dude! Congratulations.
How big is the Swiss contingent?
Wait.
Let's find out these dang Swiss less than 1%.
Is it one guy?
Way to shit all over my bragging. Okay, well now I'm humbled again.
Good. You need it sometimes. What do you think I feel every time I walk on stage and nobody laughs? No, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1% though.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 76 United States and then
smattering.
4 to 2 is like United Kingdom, Philippines, Germany, Canada, Australia.
Well, that's the fun part about, again, not looking at the analytics as far, because everything gets broken down. I don't want to get hung up on like, okay, so what's the instant downloads? Like the first 2 days, and then it gives you the first week, and then it gives you the first 30 days for every episode. And I'm like, I don't want to get hung up on that because I don't want to think about it. If 11 people were listening, I'd still be doing the show. So I don't think about it that way. But
it's cool to see the spike.
It is.
Out of nowhere spikes on a random fucking episode that I haven't touched in years.
Oh, totally. Well, that's one of the reasons why I went back and released it. Tangent alert. Went back and released the show we did 2 years ago, Cape 182. I put out the video of that because that's one, because I put out a bunch of clips for it over the years. And, it was popular at the time, but it gets more attention every time I've released clips from it. And I was like, I should put the video of this out, which is probably something I'm going to do when the show is on break. I'll pick a random. I have a few that are in the archive video episodes that haven't been released because I'm like, oh, it's fun. And that got a nice, not a huge number, but that got like 40 views on day one, which I'm like, well, considering I'm not actively doing the show, the fact that people looked at a 2-year-old episode that I just put out, like 40 people tuned in and watched it the day it was released. And the whole thing, no less. It wasn't like they clicked off after 15 seconds because YouTube analytics will give you that stuff. I was like, okay, nice. I'll probably do that once in a while because there are a ton of video episodes that haven't been released. Like now it's kind of normal, which is why this year I was like, oh, every episode's going out. The full video of every episode's going out. I used to be kind of picky about it, but now I'm like, well, whatever. It's kind of the standard. It's a multi-format.
Our best episode was just a random one. Me and John just thought, okay, we're going to do regular show. It's a throwaway cartoon. Nobody really thinks about it. It was our number one episode for the longest time. And then out of nowhere, a resurgence hit on our Ren and Stimpy episode, and it fucking blew by like 100 views or listens, and we're just like, where the fuck did it come? And it happened in like a 3-week span,
right?
And no new Ren and Stimpy content came out, so it wasn't even like it was like trending.
It's
you
don't know.
Takes.
There was a thing.
I was like, did what's his name? The shitty guy from Ren and Stimpy. I was like, did he get in some?
John Krasinski?
Yeah, I was like, did he get in trouble again? Like maybe he's trending that way.
John Krasinski?
No, Crick Falsey.
No, shit.
Not John
That was The
Krasinski.
Office.
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
No, it wasn't
Even
him.
I know that.
No, it's
I forget.
It's John K.
Crick Falsey.
John
was
K.
his
Yeah,
name.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
who it is.
But
I was like, it's not Bob
That's
Camp.
probably
He's wholesome.
because freaking they're bringing back Ren and Stimpy.
Are they?
They're bringing back Ren and Stimpy, but I find it hilarious that
this
they
was-
took it from that dude,
Yeah.
and they handed
Right.
it to the woman who he fucked with,
Oh, that's funny.
and now
Wow,
she's
I didn't know
handling the reboot. So I think that because that's in the midst,
Justice.
But
and
I
it's
don't
gonna be
know.
on MTV.
But that makes sense logically, but I don't know if hearing Ren and Stimpy is coming back makes people suddenly want to do a deep dive on podcast episodes
Right,
about Ren
exactly.
and Stimpy. So like,
I think it would.
And this happened way before they even announced that too.
oh, was
so-
it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, that's one of the weird things, and like we're big fans of the band Psycho Stick, and they put out, it's a parody of the Drowning Pool song "Bodies."
Okay.
The bodies hit the floor. I can only count to 4. Christian, have you seen that video?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because it's all puppets, so I
Yeah.
figured.
Oh, I can only count to 4.
Yeah,
I can-
they put that out 2 years ago. It spiked in like the last couple of weeks and it's crossed 6 million views. And they actually put it up on Facebook and saying like, whatever you're doing, keep at it because you never know. Like this thing trudged along on Facebook and like it just exploded in the last few weeks and jumped to 6 million views. They're like, just keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like there's a band who's like very independent. I think at this point they're just releasing their own albums, which makes sense. In this age, you don't need to be on a label or anything like that. With social media being your PR, you don't need to go through anybody. But regardless, it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I don't kind of want to get hung up on that. But when I see there's clearly an interest in like a certain episode, I was like, well, let me put that thing out there and see what's going on. Anyway, all the way back to Bowl and Basket being the ShopRite house. All that to say, I did look at the breakdown as well for like who's listening to the show because we talked about it when Mike was on. It's almost 2 years ago. He was talking about where they go to Missouri. I think they went to a con. He and Ming went to a con a while ago.
That was 2 years ago already.
It was November of 2021. Yeah.
Wow.
And I looked in light of that and saw like Missouri, like we're making jokes about Missouri, and then Missouri was like the state with like the third most listens of Cape, and I'm like, oh shit. So I apologized in the next episode
Sorry,
for making all the
good
jokes.
people of the Ozarks.
I know it keeps shifting though. Like there was a point when New Jersey, unsurprisingly, was like 85% of the Cape listeners, and number 2 was California because it's probably people who subscribed back when the show was running when it started in California. But the Jersey number has shrunk to 48%. And all the other states are like the top 10 keeps changing. Like it's still New Jersey, New York is in second place, and California. And I think it's Pennsylvania, and I forget who else, like the top 5. And I'm like, that's really, really interesting where people are listening, aside from the countries. But seeing the country data made me say, what states are people listening in? It's obviously all 50 states. I think Washington State is like the number 5, which I was kind of surprised. I assume. Because just as Washington, I don't think it's D.C.
Yeah, right.
But I was like,
if it was,
yeah, that's what I
probably
thought.
Washington
Because
State.
like DC didn't pop up at all on the list, so I'm like, okay, I guess we're not. I mean, not that I care.
It's also,
but,
also not a state.
well, that's true. So it's probably So it wouldn't show up, would it?
No rights.
Yeah, you don't even count when it comes to ranking. But I was fascinated by that because I was like, wow, it's interesting that people are listening in other parts. And again, the fact that the show hasn't been going, it just had this break of 3 months. And I find it interesting to see the show still goes up and up and up. And like July and August had a huge spike while the show's not going, but probably because I'm just pulling out clips and putting 2 or 3 clips out a week, and people see those and then they look up the show and they check it out. So it is one of the things where like, you really don't know. It's
Dude,
really, really weird.
Me and Heather went on like a random getaway weekend. We went to Connecticut, hit a bunch of breweries, right? We go to Tribus. Love that brewery. And they have a beer just called beer.
Yeah.
What a like how do you miss out on that trademark?
I mean,
Fucking brilliant. But there was I forget what the name of the beer was, but it was in the Adult Swim font. And I'm like, that's right up my alley.
I mean,
and I'm like,
that's a marriage of your 2 favorite things.
I know. It's
That's
my
fantastic.
whole fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Beer and
It's your whole
cartoons.
thing.
This is my brand.
This is me.
Oh my God. I need that as a ringtone.
So I said to the guy, I'm like, dude,
That's
that's
your birthday
amazing.
reel for next year. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm like, dude, that's amazing that you guys are using the Adult Swim font. He's like, yeah, there's big cartoon heads like back here in the marketing everything. I'm like, that's awesome, dude. I got a beer and cartoon related podcast. He's like, that's sick. What's the name of it? Talking to the guy behind the counter. He's not part of the crew. He just like works there. pulls up his phone to follow me on Instagram. He goes, dude, I'm already following you. I'm like, I'm on fucking vacation in another state.
Dude.
Meanwhile, it's like not far. It's like a couple hours north,
Right.
but like still, fuck yes, dude.
That's
out of
still
nowhere.
random.
It's weird,
And
right?
he ended up discounting the drinks that we had there, throwing a free 6-pack in of beer. And then it was so fucking out of nowhere. We ended up getting so much free beer for like nothing. And I was like, dude, I gotta know what your favorite cartoon is. And he ended up saying South Park. I was like, all right, basic, but godly.
Right.
Absolutely. Everybody should say South Park. It's the legend. But
It's Mount Rushmore for sure.
Absolutely, which is a whole different
For
conversation
adult
now.
animation at least.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, how are you already following me? That's fucking phenomenal. How many did you listen to? What?
Do
How
you
did you
get
find me?
Do you get recognized a lot because you in public?
Because we don't have video.
No, but as a stand-up comedian though, like you have a presence and you work with a lot of people and you have a lot of
Sometimes.
like well-known comedians who've posted you and shared your.
The keywords there is well known. I don't know how to make my own clips.
Okay.
I'm not a video editor in any fashion, which Kahuna, I'll be talking to you after this.
Or me.
He ain't even there.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Snuck out like a fart in the wind.
He is. He's in the bathroom checking for chiggers.
Yeah, dude, I bet.
Yeah, we ruined him.
He was uneasy sitting in the chair. And he's
But
just
yeah,
like, I don't know.
not so much to teach me, but like I just need to throw all of the clips at all of the video that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have it all saved on a Google Drive, and I will
Oh,
throw
dude.
it at whoever and just say like, "Can you just clip this for me?" Because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
do
So
it.
it's people like don't know because I don't have clips out there,
Mm-hmm.
and the only time they see me is like they recognize the goatee. It's
Mm.
just like, oh, you're that guy. They don't know my fucking name. They're like that guy that opened for Bobby Kelly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's like Bobby was funny. I'm like,
What about me?
Yeah.
and
I funny?
like, that's my humbling moment.
I gotcha.
So, but yeah, no, I've gotten some recognition, but not by name. It's
okay.
yeah, I'm not there yet. So
Well, I
we'll
don't
get
have the name thing as much, but people have seen clips from the show
Right,
on
right.
TikTok or Instagram. It's like, oh my God, it's you. And it's like,
Yeah.
that is a weird moment. Like, I don't know. And, that's part of the thing with, because it doesn't happen so much in New York. You see people just walking around. Like I'm saying, celebrious people walking around and nobody kind of makes a big deal. But like years out in LA and watch people freak the fuck out when they see somebody famous. I'm just like, having that perspective of like, I don't know how I would react to that, but I also don't get that way around people. So the idea of just being recognized, period, I'm like, wow, that's kind of like, it's weird.
I shook James Gandolfini's hand, and that was the only time I was ever like too stunned to do anything with a celebrity.
I mean,
Otherwise,
that's
I was just,
an
like, talking to him,
intimidating
like,
presence.
regular,
Yeah.
but like, and he talked in his not soprano
His normal
accent,
voice,
and I was
yeah.
like, fuck.
But still intimidating though. Like that's one.
Yeah.
There's certain people I think it would be
Not as tall
tough.
as you think he was, but
No,
yeah,
not.
He seemed pretty tall.
yeah, it's
Well, he's a looming
yeah.
presence on the
Yeah.
show,
That's
as
what
he's
it
supposed to be,
Yeah.
like on the show.
Plus,
so
I mean, everybody's Italian on that show, and they're
Right.
notoriously not very
They're
heighted.
diminutive.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fucking
And then there's
etching.
the outliers like me.
Yeah. Amazonian.
Wait,
Right.
you're not
Yeah.
Greek?
Not nearly hairy enough to be Greek. Is that racist? Probably.
No.
No. Okay.
Who's
It's,
gonna get- who's
well,
gonna
'cause-
get mad?
I mean, probably not. The Grecians aren't known for taking offense easily.
My dad's pretty hairy, and we found out he's actually Greek.
Really? How much? Like what percentage?
Like close to 50%.
Really?
Yeah. So
And this was something that
He's
wasn't
just
that wasn't
sweating olive
known.
oil.
yeah, so he his whole life he thought he was just Scottish and Irish.
Scott-Irish,
like,
yeah, yeah.
straight Celtic. And my parents did that, 23andMe or whatever, genealogy
Yeah,
test.
one of them. Oh, the spit test.
Yeah, so my mom, 100% Polish, like
Mm-hmm.
she's known it, and hers came back like 97% Polish and 3% whatever margin
Mm-hmm.
error.
Right.
And my
3%
dad's
Anglo.
came back like 40-something% Greek, and then the rest was
Wow.
UK.
Someone
whatever.
didn't like their
Yeah.
parents,
And
or they were
he's-
the mailman's kid.
And oddly enough, like I was calling him Papadopoulos for no reason, like for a couple of years before he found this out. So it was almost like
so now you double down.
like I knew.
You willed it.
Yeah, and it was like he was blown away because he thought like he knew
That's
where he was
significant,
from.
though. That means like a
It's
parent.
very significant, and
It means one of his parents had a lot
and now
of
like
Greek.
I put it together afterwards. Like he's got a big, very Greek nose,
Mm-hmm.
and his skin he tans very well
Mm-hmm.
instead of like burning like I
He's a
do.
mustachioed gentleman, so
Yeah,
that helps.
I can
He
see.
is,
I can
yeah.
see the ring around your neck right now.
Yeah. So it
So-
turns out I have Greek blood.
Wow.
As per this test. I mean,
Right. I mean,
I don't know how accurate these things are. I really
Not enough
don't.
to get the tan though. I'm
But-
sorry.
But that's not like a margin of error thing where you're like, oh, maybe there's like a
No,
little
that's
bit
a
of Greek
huge
heritage.
percentage.
Yeah.
It's a very big
Well,
percentage.
have you seen the clip of Conan O'Brien getting his test done?
No.
No.
The doctor came out and was like blown away. He's like, I have never in my career seen something like this. Sir, you are 100% Irish.
Wow.
And
That's-
I mean, nobody was shocked.
I mean,
Except
least of
for
all
this
him.
doctor. Except for this doctor, because he expected some part variation.
Yeah.
But that also means that his family tree is like a straight line and a circle all at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's-
that's
Irish
true.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Irish as fuck. That's the classification.
Mm.
That should have been the doctor's diagnosis. You are Irish as fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
at him, you would think.
That's
But-
the professional term for
Yeah.
it.
Which
I
is
didn't,
funny.
I
'cause-
didn't hear you say Irish as fuck. I heard Irish as fuck.
Irish
And I
as
was like,
fuck.
yeah, that's how his family stayed
I
that
mean,
way.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like-
exactly. They all fucked. Yeah.
Catholic, not a whole lot of
Yeah.
rubbers going around those regions.
Bunnies and Catholics.
But it's funny. My parents did Ancestry, and my father has progressively gotten more and more Italian. He's up to 98%. So that's pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah, that's
No surprises, of course.
Right.
But it was like there was a couple other regions, but it started like 87%. We're like, oh, that's interesting. There's a little bit of a mixture. But it was like one or two other regions, and those just completely went away because obviously the more samples they get, the better they're able to refine results. So like every time I get an update, because it's just sent to my email because he isn't using anything. Aside from the TV
savvy.
remote, he uses no technology. But
yeah. A lot of it's regional, not necessarily a specific
totally.
country.
But
Yeah.
it's just like it's Italy.
Sicilian.
I mean,
Yeah,
mainland,
well, yeah,
Italy,
mainland
mainland
Italy,
Italy. It's
yeah.
not Sicilian. Like we don't
Yeah.
have any Sicilian from his parents or I guess
Yeah.
his grandparents either. But
Like my
It's
mom's
just
was like
fascinating.
3%, like vaguely Eastern European, like the percentage they couldn't
Yeah,
really
I think
figure
there was
out,
a-
you know?
yeah, I forget
But most
exactly
of it
what
was
the
like
2% was.
Poland. You know?
I gotta
that
get this
area.
thing done because I think at some point Webers were adopted, and that's where my family branched. So
Oh,
who
interesting.
knows where? I gotta ask my dad. I got some beer burps already.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Awesome.
dude, it's there was some adoptions going on somewhere in my lineage, so I'd love to see where it all stems from.
That
But,
is
I mean,
interesting.
Irish, Scottish. I mean, you all know KP Burke. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care how. Like, clearly, like his dad is Irish and his mom's Armenian, something. I think so. I think he's got the same if he was born by them, he had the same genetic makeup as a Kardashian. I'm pretty sure.
You know, KP's adopted. You didn't know that?
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing. Like, as Irish as his
My
dad
breaking news.
is,
Uh-huh.
he is still that fucking Irish too. Like, they named him KP Burke, and then it just so happened he's like 90-something%. So yeah, absolutely, no question. Dude hasn't had a neck ever since I've ever met him. I love you,
man.
KP. He's taking me
I
on the
love
road with
KP.
him.
Yeah,
Yes, you better
neck
better
having
love him.
motherfucker.
Yeah. He's going to kick. We're going to be halfway down to Maryland. He's like, guess what? We're
Yeah.
making a pit stop. And then
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Speaking of Sopranos,
Got
you're-
another over.
You're going to get Adriana. You're going to pull her to the woods.
Yeah. Ooh, fuck.
Where's
Joe's
this
body's in the
club?
Chesapeake.
He has Old Bay in your eye.
Are we talking about KP?
Yeah.
Knew immediately.
Wow, is it that stereotypical?
A little bit.
Like you're hitting all the marks.
Yeah.
Hitting all the marks.
What were,
Oh my God.
Wait, what were you talking about KP with? What I miss?
We're
just
talking about
how,
genetics.
how Irish he can be.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
Moving on. Barney Rubble. He actually said that at the end when he was on the show. Cape 205. He actually said, it was after we finished the show, so it's not, I have the video. It's literally before I cut the camera. He looks at himself in the camera and goes, I really do have a Barney Rubble thing going, don't I? He's lost a bunch of weight since, so
He
like,
really
not so
has.
much anymore.
I mean,
I
wouldn't be mad.
infuriating how good he looks now.
I wouldn't be like if KP were to play a live action Barney Rubble, like if they were to do a show, that wouldn't be bad. Casting.
He would have been, I mean, more
It's
appropriate.
surprising who can pull up Barney Rubble though, because who thought Rick Moranis? But
But damn, if he didn't
Honestly,
do it,
somebody
that
did.
was
but
so
then in
good.
in the same breath, John Goodman.
I mean, you
Fred
can't
Flintstone.
beat
Oh,
John
yeah.
Goodman.
so good.
It's perfect.
Absolutely,
It's
that,
perfect.
The casting in that whole movie, even the guy, the chief from Law and Order SVU was Mr. Slate. How fucking perfect was that, dude?
Oh my God.
And then that was actually Halle Berry's breakout movie. So
Her name
It was
in that
among-
movie was
yeah.
supposed to be Sharon Stone, but they couldn't get away with it.
Yeah. which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
That would have been so good.
That is legit like one of my like childhood movies. Like anytime it's on TV, I'm like, yeah, I'm watching the Flintstones. It's
a good one.
today.
Yeah, because it's right before you were born.
Now let's try to remember. I know Robert Baratheon played him in Viva Las Vegas. Who the fuck was
Viva
Barney?
Rock Vegas.
Rock Vegas. Sorry.
My friend was working at the movie
Stephen
theater when that
Baldwin?
came out.
Oh, it was a Baldwin.
It was
That
the-
was right.
It was that, but not just a Baldwin. That
the
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
That Baldwin.
The one that hasn't shot in anybody.
Aww.
Oh.
Isn't that the rest of them?
Yeah.
That is the rest of them. Also,
Biodome.
Also, I
Baldwin.
don't know if you've heard, but shotten isn't actually a word. But
I
whatever.
said it.
We're gonna blame it on the beer.
Yeah.
I'm second beer in.
We're slurring.
Yeah.
at
We're
this point.
rubber biscuiting now. So.
Shotten and albatross
Rubber
gummies.
biscuit.
But yeah.
Rubber biscuit. The one song that makes
Did you
me
see
think,
the can? Did you see the can, Christian? If you want to hold it up for the can, yeah. But if you
Yeah,
want
I
to
saw
Rubber
it.
show the
biscuit.
camera, yes.
Oh, it's
From
so good.
Ashton Brewing.
Yes, and let me tell you, I listened to the song on the way here just to refresh my memory, and you know what? I think I could probably understand more of that song than anything by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and so
Oh, thank God. Man,
Yeah,
everybody
it's-
razzes me because I don't like the Chili Peppers. I do not enjoy the Red Hot Chili
I
Peppers,
still
so-
like them.
Oh, you
I just
do?
don't understand any of the fucking lyrics.
Well, they all sound the same. Every song before.
I have a deep connection to them because,
Okay.
all right, have you ever going back to cartoons as it always fucking does with me? You ever
No.
you ever hear the show Wild Thornberries?
yeah.
Yeah.
I pretty much look like
After my time.
I look like fucking him, the dad, Nigel.
Yeah, you do.
Smashing.
Oh
Smashing.
my god.
Now that
Yeah,
I
I know.
see it, I can't.
It will be
unsee
a
it.
costume at some point in my life.
All I think of is Fry.
But
Philip
there's
J.
that
Fry.
little wild child, the Donnie. That's Flea.
Like
Flea.
legitimately voiced by Flea?
Yeah.
The entire show
Okay.
and the movies with that whole show was Flea. Just
So you will
making
forever have
random
affection
noises.
for the Chili Peppers based on
Absolutely.
that. Okay.
I mean, it's Flea being Flea. Every time you see him live, he's Flea being Flea because
Well.
they just let him. And yeah, it's
But then
iconic.
also, once you know that, like that character makes just so much more sense.
Mhm.
But I love that.
Ooh, this is
Thornberries was a favorite of mine growing up too.
yeah.
Oh man.
Just the fucking Nigel is like, darling, I can't see out of my eye. Move your hand, dear. What a woman. Like, what the fuck is this show? And that's Tim Curry. Like, this show is stacked.
Being as weird as Tim Curry can.
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
Which is eternally.
And then
Awesome.
and then Eliza ends up being one of the prissy bitches in Mean Girls, who was the first Meg. I'm going too deep. We need to move on
Wow,
to those
that is-
cartoons.
that
This
is
is your
deep.
podcast.
I mean, you're drinking the Blues Brothers.
I am.
The Blues Brothers beer. Did you
Did
know
they ever
that
have a
there was
cartoon?
there was supposed to be one? There was they had recorded 3 episodes where the brothers of Aykroyd and Belushi played the Blues Brothers
Oh, right.
as replacements because both were busy.
So Jim.
So Jim Belushi,
Jim Belushi and Peter Aykroyd?
Yeah. So it just never went anywhere. Meanwhile, I think Blues Brothers is like it's ripe for the picking for a cartoon. I would like a Blues Brothers.
I mean, considering it's an R-rated movie, they don't really do that kind of thing anymore. They did it in the 80s, though. That was the thing, because it was like RoboCop, and it was, I mean,
Yeah.
Rambo.
I did a whole episode on the RoboCop cartoon. It was
Honestly.
not good.
It's, yeah. Well,
Not good.
that was a
The
time.
cartoon wasn't good.
No.
wait, which one?
There are multiple RoboCop.
There were
RoboCop
multiple
cartoons?
RoboCop cartoons.
There's 2. There's the
Really?
original one that's terrible that he's talking about. Then there's Prime Directive, which is like
I thought that was a live action show.
How do you even know this?
I love
It's great.
RoboCop.
If there's anybody who's going to
Fucking
out
love
cartoon
RoboCop.
me,
Yeah.
But Prime Directive is like the Ghostbusters afterlife of fucking RoboCop.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a live action show, though, isn't it?
No, it's animated.
Oh, is it?
They bring
Oh.
him back, and it's like the future. He was in cold storage for a while,
Ah,
but it's like
interesting.
he
they
can do
Demolition Manned him.
The job. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Murder, death, kill.
Yeah.
What a fucking movie.
Oh, in the 90s when R-rated movies had stuff made for kids.
Yep.
Action figures, I have Cliffhanger for
And
SNES.
Wesley Snipes was a blonde.
Yes.
I have a John Spartan action figure I got loose from a toy shop.
Oh, well, that
Yeah,
makes
I got
perfect
him.
sense. Yeah, now you got it.
I was like, I had
Back
to
in the
have it.
day.
It even kind of looks like Stallone for the time.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
as far
in
as
the 90s,
likenesses
before
are
they do the
concerned.
full scan.
Before
and
he
everything.
went,
They could do that.
Like it looked pretty good, and so I was like,
The
I
full
have to have
scan
this.
don't count
I
for
can't blame
shit
you.
because even the full scans now don't look like the fucking actors.
I mean, granted, okay, maybe like a 7-inch figure doesn't, but when you get like, the statues from Iron Studios and stuff like that.
Oh
they
yeah,
look
when you get
excellent,
the
but-
expensive toys
Yeah,
that
not
aren't
like
toys.
not like an $8
Like
figure.
anything
Yeah.
that Ming owns. Because I'm looking at this Catwoman
Oh, yeah.
statue.
A lot of them are.
I mean,
they're pretty good these days with the likenesses.
they are. I agree with that.
Some
There's
of
a few
them
that are off.
Yeah.
But-
So
Good
like I
enough.
just got the Star Wars Mandalorian set. It was Cobb Vanth and Cad Bane. So
Oh yeah.
This is a conversation.
Timothy Oliphant.
This is a conversation
And
that needs.
We're doing everybody else's show.
The
right
likeness
now.
No,
looks-
I know, but we need
Zappix.
we need Ted Biaselli for this conversation.
Oh, he would be way
Yes.
into this.
Yeah, he would.
I don't know, Ted.
Oh man,
Anyway.
You will.
he will.
Ted knows
You will. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, Ted knows Cape. I should say.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
But I picked this up because I was like, I have to have a Timothy Oliphant action figure. You know how much I love him.
Yeah.
And the likeness looks a lot better on the box of the figures than it
Well,
does. So I pulled them out, and I was like, this really doesn't even look as good as the picture on the box. So I was a little disappointed.
And to tie it all together, the only reason he doesn't sleep with that figure under his pillow is he doesn't want the chiggers to get it.
Right.
So he's that protective.
Yeah,
of
'cause
Timothy
they'll walk
Oliphant.
away with it.
I
But
love Timothy
otherwise, he
Oliphant.
loves Timothy Oliphant.
My
like
dad's
an
been trying to get me to
unreasonable
watch
amount.
Justified for years.
That particular moment, I can't wait for the censored version of this show.
No, please, seriously, in
fucking
post you
wait.
have to edit out. You have to like beep it or something.
Just for us, dude. Just for me. I give
Make
you
a
permission.
copy with that beeped out, or
The what will get it? The what will
like,
get it?
clown car horn.
Can
like,
you repeat that, Aballo? What did you just say?
If I learned anything, so I was watching a Bo Burnham thing, and it turns out that if you say salt and vinegar chips, but you cut out everything, but you can one part of it,
Oh my God! Yes.
you're in so much trouble, man.
what chips?
Yeah. Bo Burnham, man, he put the spotlight on an entire audience after he did that. But dude,
that's an excellent joke.
it's so good. The guy is a
That's a
genius.
great way to say it without actually saying it, because you're like, so you're all racist because
Yeah.
you know what I was saying.
I see
Yep.
what you
That's
did now.
excellent.
Yep.
Oh my God.
But dude, Timothy Oliphant, like my favorite role for him, Girl Next Door.
I loved him
That
in that
movie's
movie.
fucking
so
hilarious.
much.
That was
to me.
when the crush began, I believe. That was really
No, it was actually Scream 2 for me when he was one of the killers in Scream 2.
Do you know
That's
I've only seen,
that was
like-
the first time I saw him, and I was like, he's fucking awesome in that movie. And then Girl Next Door just blew it open. Like
I see. I see.
I'm in love with this dude. Yeah,
That movie is so good. Plus,
It's so
she's
good.
a 10.
she's
then-
a 12
And then
in that movie.
the best friend, fuck her for me.
Fuck her for me.
Fuck her for me. So good.
That's not her. Yeah, it is.
She stopped doing everything because I think
No,
just
she didn't.
Really?
I think she just stopped doing movies because something happened to her and she was just like, I can't do this shit anymore.
Well, no,
She
she was
was-
on 24 for years, but I don't think
Yeah.
she's worked a lot since. I could
And
be
she,
wrong.
she
I
did
mean,
that
don't even
show, The Ranch, with Ashton Kutcher. On,
She did-
Ashton
she was on
Kutcher.
that?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
okay.
on that for a little while.
Dude,
That was more recent.
Don't even talk to me about fucking 24. So I was supposed to open for Marilyn
Yeah.
Radcube,
Oh, yeah. Rice Cup, I believe
Ga-
is how she pronounces it.
Gail the Snail, and then remember that real bad fire that Canada had, and it fucking
Yes. Yeah.
our everything was smoky.
Yeah.
Took out her flights.
Oh,
Did not get to meet her. I
damn.
was so pumped for that picture. I love Always Sunny, so a picture with Gail the Snail would have made my life.
I saw her once, one of the dozens of times I went and
She
saw
is
the Late Late Show.
A
Craig Ferguson.
genuinely funny person.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen interviews with her. I've seen her stand up. She is off the cuff.
Well, she was-
so funny.
She was on like at my gym. They were. I mean, there's so many TVs at my gym anyway, and one of them always said that whatever channel's always showing Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
And she was even on one of those, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Everybody's been
Like
on Law and
Range.
Order.
Well,
Yeah.
that's it. But at the same time, I'm thinking like for comedians, like to do a show like that, which that show ain't funny.
No.
And I'm not judging it for it. That kind of wasn't the point.
Right.
But it's like good for you being able to do something like this
Yeah.
as someone who's like genuinely like funny and as a comedic actress to be able to go up and do.
So good.
something as serious
I
as
love it when comedy people get into like very serious acting.
I think it was Law and Order. I think Robin Williams was nominated for an Emmy because he was on Law. I think the original Law and
His
Order. he was on,
episode
something
is
like that.
freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was a real turn, and also one of those big things were just like movie stars can do TV. Shh.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Robin Williams would pop in on the most random shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The best thing Robin Williams ever did on regular TV was a guest spot on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh God. That was
Holy
fucking-
shit.
Oh, my
It is the
God.
best episode of that show they
It
ever did.
is.
And then it all culminates because they do scenes from a hat and they pull
Oh
out
my God.
what is going through Robin Williams' mind right now? And he just walks out and he goes, the fuck am I doing? I have a career. And it is, and that they end the show right
On
there.
that. Yeah,
and it was
perfect.
so
Perfect.
funny. The guy is a legend. He's the #1 celebrity death that affected me most.
That was
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, there have only been a few where
Number
like
2
that
would
shook
be
the world.
Chester Bennington. That one hurt me a lot because the way it happened, and 2, the first 2 CDs I ever owned were Linkin Park, and I never saw them live. That hurt a lot, especially because a lot of the music was like, holy shit, deep, dark, sad, and everything, and you never thought like, okay, he's writing this stuff, he's not gonna do anything, and then
Right.
bro, oh man, that one hurt.
Yeah, that and then Chris Cornell right on the back of that was one that people were just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
it had to be.
The 2 for me were definitely Robin. Robin, I remember like where I was.
Oh,
what
same.
I was doing.
I
when
broke the
found
news to my
out.
parents about him. That was
And
hard.
Then this one's a little silly, but Harold Ramis. My mom.
No,
Yeah,
that
that was
was-
a fucking
That was a tough.
hurtful
That was
one,
a tough day
My
for
mom-
us. Unfortunately, Ryan's ran to the job.
My,
Ryan's checking for you know what.
my mom. I'll never forget that. I came home from school and she told me like a family member had died.
Mm.
And that like it, and I remember she was like, it's okay. Like she told me like it's okay. He was sick for such a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that one fucking hurt.
Yeah, no. The big ones for me, it was Robin and George Carlin were the 2 big ones for me.
Fuck. Jesus.
And the one that was just like the one that I literally couldn't believe. I'm like, that's impossible. Was David Bowie. Because it was just
Yeah.
like his album came out 2 days before, and he's one of those dudes that's just like, well, obviously he's going to outlive everybody, not in a Keith Richards kind of way, but just the idea of just like, well, he's not immortal.
Well,
he's
he
not
should be.
one of
He's the
us.
fucking Goblin King.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not one of us mortals.
Right.
Oh, we
He is
just
going to live
experienced
forever.
one that shook me to my core. Fucking Paul Rubens. Like Paul was
Yeah,
one of those.
That one,
too.
yeah.
That's another one where it's just like that. How was he in his 70s? That was the thing that fucked people up
Yeah.
too. Just like that's impossible.
And
No.
then I look at his output of work and I realize, oh my God, he was sick the entire time. Like he was doing the last Pee Wee movie, all
Yeah.
his appearances on Gotham,
Yep.
all those
he was
the new
Cobblepots. Yeah.
Yeah.
all the new appearances as Pee Wee. Like he was still working.
But I get it. Like that's why when you hear like Chadwick
Well, I
Boseman was
mean-
working his ass off, it's like, well, yeah, because you're like, what? I mean, what are you gonna do? At the same time, it gives you a reason to keep going.
You
Yeah.
kind of started this train now. You want to talk about
Yeah.
Batman?
Thanks for taking Cape in this direction, sad direction.
My number 3 celebrity death that affected me most was Kevin Conroy. He was my Batman. He was my
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, that makes
Batman.
sense.
As a cartoon head, as a Batman fan, because that show changed so much of the Batman lore. Mr. Freeze introduced Harley Quinn. Like she
Yeah.
was not a character until that show came out.
Yeah, that
Like it.
people
It
don't think she's been
that
around
was
forever. but-
our
it
Batman.
redefined Mr. Freeze.
Yes.
Because dude, Kevin, that didn't hit me until we did a screening of Mask of the Phantasm at Smodcastle.
Right.
And Kevin did this whole beautiful eulogy for Kevin Conroy. I mean, they had worked together.
But Kevin
Yeah.
Conroy was supposed to be at that screening too.
Yeah, so he was telling
Yeah.
stories about him, and
Yeah.
then it hit me. Then it was like, oh my God, my Batman is gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it just like
We're gonna feel the
Jesus.
same way. Knock on everything in
Mhm.
existence. Fucking Mark Hamill, man.
Yeah. That's going to be one that's going to shake.
I don't want to know how
People.
old he is. Don't fucking look it up and tell
He's only
me.
in the 60s.
I just watched Hamill in a very funny movie though. Like I was not prepared for it. I didn't see it in theaters, but I finally caught it on streaming. The Machine movie.
I actually want to see that.
He-
It was out for like
I've
2
heard
weeks. The Burt
it was
Kreischer movie.
great, yeah.
I'm sure it is.
He plays his dad,
Yeah.
and he's.
I did not know
fucking
that.
Great in it. He's hilarious.
Speaking of Batman the animated series, I mean, hey.
Fucking yeah.
And so much more. He's
Oh my
obviously
God.
done so
Yeah,
much stuff.
yeah.
Mark Hamill's just insanely
Hamill
diverse.
shows up in so much random shit. Like through like when I think about like all the things he's been in throughout my childhood, it's always the most random fucking thing too.
And entertaining as fuck.
Oh my God! For me, it's his. What I don't remember the character's name now. Drawing a blank, but on Metalocalypse, I do that voice. all the
Oh
time.
yeah, he's the,
Gentleman, Death Clock is facing
he's a
financial
lot.
ruin.
Yeah, he's a lot of them.
Yeah, he
He's like
plays
the big bad
all of
that,
them.
that the
play
series
multiple
ends
things.
on that cliffhanger.
Yes. Oh my God!
Him on
we were
regular shows, Skips
Yep.
is one of my favorite characters he's ever played.
See, there's so many things I get into that happened during the break, like the Metalocalypse, which could very well be an episode of Comics, Cartoons, and Craft Brews.
It was with you.
No, the movie though. That just came out. No shit.
I was like, wait a minute. How do you not remember this?
I know.
I was like, hold on a second.
His face just went like deathly serious.
wait,
it was.
I was like, you're talking about the movie, another episode. I was like,
Ryan's
okay.
reaction was so good though. He almost spit his drink out. It was like, oh shit.
I
he
was
just
like,
called her.
wait a minute.
No, I meant the movie.
The movie,
deserves
okay.
an episode.
Well,
It's
bringing
the
you back on.
finale
Absolutely.
Of the show.
Right.
But we were robbed by not having that be
Absolutely.
released.
We're supposed to get a final season.
It should have been a Fathom event because have you seen the movie?
No.
It's so fucking cinematic. Like it should have been. We should do a screening. It's like let's legitimately see if we could do like a screening at Smodcast cinemas, because it's so. They made it like because they knew it was going to be a movie. This is it. This is a 90-minute finale to the entire series. The 4 seasons. 4 seasons in a movie. That it's like let's make this cinematic, and they said that in the documentary about the making of it, and it's so visually stunning. That it's like, God, I wish this. I would love to have seen this on a big screen,
visually,
though.
yeah.
It would have been so fucking good. And I watched it. That's what made me mad about it. I was just like, God damn it. Warner Brothers should have pulled their head out of their ass and put it as a Fathom event, 2-day event, or like one night only. See the Doomstar Requiem on the big screen. It's like, yes, please.
Yeah, well, now they're Max and they're fucking up everything and making all like good things.
I mean, that's the funny thing. Like, I had to wait because it was sold the fuck out. I couldn't get it the week it came out.
Mm-hmm.
It came out on a Tuesday. Every online retailer was sold. Stores weren't carrying it. Like, you couldn't find it like Target at Walmart. Oh, they had it the following week because I ended up randomly finding it at a Target.
If that's not an indication that show should come back, I don't know what is.
I mean, now I get that now the story. I'm happy with the way they ended. I'm satisfied. And I also feel like not everything should go on and on and on because there are shows that have stayed too long at the party.
They did a good ending, kind of like Firefly.
Yeah.
That show was great. It lost out because nobody really followed it, and then it finished everything else with a nice little bow of a movie.
I'm sorry, Army of the Doomstar. I said Doomstar Requiem. That was a musical. Army of the Doomstar is a film. My mistake.
But yeah,
I knew I had that wrong.
I love Metalocalypse. I gotta watch that movie.
Oh my
God!
I watched most of the series leading up to. I basically watched all of season 4 leading up to it because it ends on a cliffhanger, and then we had the Doomstar Requiem musical, the clock opera, which is brilliant. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but having rewatched it again, oh my God!
I'll never forget that finale. It's just like him saying "I'm sorry," and it's just like he's coughing up blood. And,
oh my God, it's so good. It's such a cliffhanger though, and the idea was just like we had to wait, I think, a year for that, and then 10 years for an actual ending to the series. It's like insanely frustrating as a fan.
Wild.
All right, we came largely to talk about food.
Yes,
and we're going to get to it now. Because there's a lot of stuff. There have been a lot of debates, and that was the sticking point between the two of you.
We've been friends this whole time. It's been great, bud.
Yeah.
Now,
but let's get
back to the rivalry.
I enjoyed watching you get along.
All right.
But
it's over.
But selfishly, I'm going to enjoy you two fighting again.
It's Taylor fucking Ham.
Oh my God!
Well, I'm out.
No, it's fucking pork roll. Oh my fucking God!
It's never going to end.
Joey, please tell me you're kidding.
No, he's from North Jersey.
I'm a Benny, dude.
He's from North Jersey.
I'll take you to Top's Diner, and I dare you to say pork roll.
Yeah, but
fucking spit in your face.
So it's
But
just
you're
us
here
now.
now. Okay, you're here now. So
I don't care.
after you're here enough time, you got to let all that shit go.
So
Not
okay,
one bit.
So let me get this
Not
right.
one bit.
If you moved to Pennsylvania, would you then be calling them Jimmies, or would you still call them Sprinkles?
There we go.
Exactly, you call them Sprinkles. You fuck.
Aballo, I fixed the frame. First.
Wow.
Well done.
Yeah, but wait, aren't Jimmy's are a different thing? Aren't they the little tiny?
I don't know. They're Sprinkles,
Right?
No,
I don't
because
get
if
Sprinkles
you,
are the
if you moved
longer
to
ones,
Pennsylvania,
right?
you'd be calling it a fucking hoagie.
No, I
Okay,
won't
that's
do that.
true. Or what better example? Then?
Even
You
though Wawa calls them hoagie, I
It's
refuse
the
to
only
call them
time
that.
I say hoagie is when it's followed by the word fest.
you're
Yes.
merging yourself with Ryan
Yeah,
again.
only
Ish.
when we reference Hoagie Fest.
Wait, hold on.
Yes,
So hey,
Hoagie
what's
Fest.
What the fuck is
The
this?
best tan
You know what
Ryan's
it is.
ever had.
Yeah, Ryan's never looked better. I
That
gotta
is
say.
the best hair I've ever had. I won't lie.
I said tan.
I mean, I'm going with both.
I won't deny that.
Yeah.
I mean, now that Ryan's bespectacled in his middle age, sure. Anyway, we have a couple of items. Well, I know you guys have stuff you brought in, so I mean, we can definitely
Yeah,
get
so
into that first.
I started a thing on my TikTok just because I don't know how to clip things for comedy, as I discussed before. But I started a Doritos review.
Yes.
I have been rating them. I've been Dave Portnoying the shit out of them. I eat one, and then I go back for another one. He always says 1 bite, and then he eats half the slice. I don't get the man, but whatever. That's what I've been doing. And I rate it on a 1 to 10, but it's really out of 100 because it's a 10 point something. So I did this bag. It is spicy pineapple jalapeno. Okay. And I gave it like a middling.
Yeah, you weren't
grade,
a big fan.
Okay.
At first. And then
I was disappointed because that was my first introduction.
Right. And then I cut that off. And then I demolished the bag because I couldn't stop because it grew on me so fast. Really in my next review, I had to make a point to go back and say, hey, by the way, it's closer to like an 8 something probably. So these are my new good ones. This and the new barbecue flavor that they came out with, I fucking love.
I was very excited. I actually, when I saw that bag.
I have not.
Okay, you got to get in there.
But I love pineapple and I love jalapeno, so let's go.
Dive right in.
I saw these in a store, and I actually informed the lovely Paige, the future Paige Mad, about these chips because she was raving when we did the live stream about the jalapeno pineapple Stranger Things pizza, frozen pizza that was at Walmart. And I said, "Is it? I still haven't had that one yet. I've seen it
the week after she told me about it.
Yeah, and it lived up to the hype.
Yeah. The first few bites, you're like, I don't know. And then the more you eat, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I sucked a bag of these up.
Bag.
Not in one sitting, but still single-handedly within,
what I really
a week.
wanted to try to find tonight, they came out with a tangy ranch. That is the most decisive Dorito I've ever come across because there are people that don't. There are people that absolutely hate it, and there's people that absolutely love it, and there's never an in-between.
I fucking hate Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, Cool Ranch Doritos are the worst flavor.
I despise them. With every fiber of my being.
No. You're fighting. Fuck that. We locked the door from the outside.
I hate them.
I have breaded
You gotta fight
chicken.
your way out.
I have breaded chicken with Cool Ranch Doritos.
That's disgusting. Why would you ruin chicken like that? Chicken died for nothing.
It's not.
Wait, like you bread it with the Doritos?
Crush it up. Threw in some. All right. Full recipe time. All right.
No.
Cube up the chicken.
I may
tiny
never
little
stop
nuggets.
throwing up if you give this recipe. So
Do you like ranch at all as a flavor?
Yes,
I do.
The fuck is wrong with you guys?
Because Cool Ranch tastes like
it doesn't taste like ranch.
it tastes like
Controversial
swamp ass.
Controversial take.
Don't
here.
ask me how I know.
The
how do you
middest to worst bag for me. Nacho cheese.
Original nacho.
Original is so boring.
They're the best.
I'll
It's
grant.
so boring. I
need
can't.
to leave.
I am the Doritos king. I will not be talked to in such a way.
Really, nacho
You know
cheesier
what?
is really
That's
the
the
only
fucking king.
Dorito.
Overthrow me, motherfucker! I dare you.
I mean, he's much bigger than you, so he
I
will
know.
actually
He will
literally overthrow
throw me.
you.
He'll
He's
toss
gonna-
your ass out of you.
He's gonna spin. He's gonna spin that camera again. Superimpose. Just slide your window all the way on top of Joe. It's fine.
I peed directly in his eyes.
All right, so I dig these. I don't know if I'm getting like pineapple so much.
It's definitely like a citrus.
There's a splash of citrus, but
Right.
that's it.
Definitely a lot of jalapeno. They're
Back
good.
to my recipe to piss you guys off, though.
No, it's okay.
You cube up the chicken into small,
This is getting
small
edited
like
out.
nuggets, and then you marinate it in ranch.
This is getting bleeped. I'm just gonna say this is a
ranch
racist rant.
seasoning.
We know how to bread chicken.
Yeah.
full ass recipe.
Hold on, I'll give you the reaction face for you.
Full ass recipe. You marinate the chicken in ranch seasoning and buttermilk and all the like regular seasonings and stuff, so that there's ranch throughout it.
You have me so far.
Okay, and then you take actual breadcrumbs, and then you literally powder the chips. It's like if you could get the fucking shit that they sparkle on this thing that ends up on your fingers.
Do you have
You
like,
get it
beef
to
with
that
chicken
fine.
Or something? Like, what did chicken?
Do you have
ever
beef
to
with chicken?
You hate Cool Ranch too?
I fucking hate Cool Ranch.
What
I've
is
got-
going on?
I've got a great idea. Why not just cut out the middleman and empty the bag into the toilet?
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, all you
I
guys.
feel like that's the way forward.
Hey, all you guys.
There isn't a worse.
I won't
flavor
give you
of
any of my-
Doritos.
Then what is the worst? Really, just nacho cheese is the worst, and Cool Ranch is
so
the
boring.
best.
No, it's fucking not.
No.
Nacho
Wait,
cheese
so-
bores the fuck out
So
of me.
Cool Ranch is the best, though. You put that.
No, it's in the top.
Okay,
though.
so what is the best?
Sweet and spicy chili, purple bag.
That's a solid choice.
Yeah.
It is a solid choice.
I go with spicy
But
nacho.
Here's the key:
My number one.
spicy nacho is barely spicier nacho cheese. That I don't find them spicy at all. I feel like it's false advertising. This bag that you got going on,
I mean, we're about to
I'm
find out.
fucking ready for. It says
Well,
double extra.
dive in. You just pre-gamed with the
This one is
jalapeno.
definitely spicy.
Yeah, it's got a kick to it for sure.
It's good. I like it.
But it's got a flavor. Like that's
But
what I like. I
it
don't
has
like hot
flavor.
for the sake of hot. Like we talked about this with hot sauce in the past.
Where
Like,
it's
I don't
just
like
pain.
Yeah, I don't like hot for
Right,
the
it
sake
has
of hot.
to taste good if it's gonna melt my face.
Exactly.
Off.
So that's why I am curious about these double. It's double X, right? Double X.
Yep,
Right?
double X. It's
Got it.
definitely
You just
like,
got a snootful.
Yeah, it smells like nacho cheese, but there's a kick in there, and I can feel it.
Okay.
So with the the sweet and spicy
Ooh,
chili though,
I'll tell you
the
what,
purple
spicy.
bag.
I will.
The purple bag.
Yes.
Dip it in nacho cheese, like
Okay.
queso dip.
Like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
queso,
like not,
queso
not
dip.
powdered up nacho cheese,
not
Cool
that-
Ranch,
not
No.
bullshit
breaded
cheese.
style.
No.
Don't dip it in that. Okay.
The
Like,
blasphemy
good
in this
queso.
podcast.
Okay,
I'm
so
furious.
as a video editor, I will edit this clip so your test can be, if you want to face the camera, so you can throw this up on TikTok as your taste
Yeah.
test for the.
Hold that up.
I have a high spicy tolerance, so I'm going to grade this on that alone because
Okay.
nacho.
Well, you gotta have two
flavoring-
though. You can't do it with one. Just be fair. You gotta have a second one to gauge the spice.
Correct.
Because this could have
This
some
one is
hang time.
This is a much deeper red, for sure.
Oh, definitely. But hang time definitely counts when it comes to spice.
You're right.
Because if
I
it
mean,
lingers for a
it was
while,
a
Looking
little
at the
delayed.
powder on it, like that.
it looks
that
pretty
like it's gonna be
serious.
spicy.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
a
that.
little delayed.
Mhm.
Don't lick your lips. Don't do exactly what you just did with your finger either.
Hi.
You're in trouble, bud.
Ryan, you got an eye booger right here. You might want to.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Don't. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you rock one later in the urinal. No, this is not as spicy as I was expecting it to be.
Okay.
All right, because
Yeah, you just overhyped this.
yeah,
Is that right?
I mean, it's
double
spicy.
X.
Okay, but out of
Yeah, I
out
can
of,
feel it.
out of 10.
And spicy level.
Yeah. I mean, 10 not being intolerable, but 10 being like, that's as spicy as I
spicy
want.
Spicy
Oh,
level
it's a-
like a
it's a
7.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I wasn't gonna, but
Um,
now I'm gonna. Just because I'm the host, I don't need to do
So
shit. I got
years
stoolies
ago,
for
and
that.
I'm talking like when I still lived in Kearney, I worked at a bank. I was like not even 21 yet. They came out with 3 bags of Doritos, and they were called the degree burns. First, second, and third degree burns. Getting hotter each time. The third degree burn was the single hottest chip I have ever had in my life.
Really?
I wish they would bring them back because the flavor on them was phenomenal. The sriracha bag that you guys had, or that
Yeah.
you sent me.
Yes. That's a good one.
They put them
It's a
in
tasty
ShopRite,
chip.
and it's very good chip. That was the second degree burn though, to a T.
Ah, okay.
The-
Interesting.
Or it might have been the first one actually, because the second one was more like a kind of pepper, and I can't remember what it was. But the third degree was some kind of habanero concoction. I ate the first 2 back to back with a bunch of friends. I broke up the third one, ate maybe like 2 or 3, and I was like, I'm good.
Wow.
All right. So I had a second one. This is getting fucking hot now.
Okay.
I'm a little sweaty.
Cool.
I can
All right,
feel
I'm
it in my
about
face
to eat a
little.
second one.
Woo! Okay.
Because I was like, after
The
first
first
chip,
one, I was kind of like,
the first chip,
Yes.
yeah, I was like, this is kind of like just a regular flaming hot to me.
after
Right.
a
It's not
second one.
after a second one. Well, that's
Yeah, I'm starting to
that's the
feel it.
question.
Yeah, I'm a little sweaty right now. I'm gonna go in.
Oh,
on
yeah,
that
you
bag
are.
later. Yeah, no, I sweat easily over nothing. But I'm gonna lick this shit off my finger.
Yeah, I'm licking it off too. But
The key is to not lick it with your fingers, your tongue and your lips. You drag your
Yeah.
teeth on it. Doritos Professional.
wow.
But yeah, no. Like I said,
I mean, this didn't extinguish
Spicy,
it that much, but
you
it's
have to give it a minute. And
not
then
as
you have
much.
to have a
water's
second
gonna do
one,
nothing
and
for you.
then-
Beer won't
yeah.
either.
No, this
We're
is
well,
suffering.
that's what I was
shit,
thinking. I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know if that's going to make it. I took a
Yeah.
sip just out of habit, just because I'm talking a lot. But
No, I mean we're all gonna regret this at some point in the very near future.
you think?
On the throne for sure.
Oh well,
Yeah.
maybe.
So
That was a great. This we probably told this. It's probably been told on Cape at some point, and we definitely told it on the old show once upon a time. But we, Ryan and I have always had a huge affection for spice, and it was when we went to the Walmart in Lacey. So back when we were doing the Only Podcast Matters, this is 2011. I'm going to say maybe late 2011, early 2012, and we used to get together at Ryan's parents' house. He was still living at home at the time. It's obviously pre-marriage, pre-kids, all that stuff. And we would do shows. That kind of became the HQ because they had a finished basement. So the equipment moved there for year 2.
Yeah.
And we just left it on table. We had our friend Corey had a netbook, so we just recorded directly through there. We had our board set up, everything. It was great. And it was audio only because this is 2011, 2012. And so we would get together, record a show. There's a 24-hour Walmart. This is back when Ryan was still a night owl. But we
what is that, Lacey Road.
My younger
yes,
days.
you know the one. Okay. And I mean now no Walmart's a 24-hour
Route
anymore.
9.
I think
It's on Route 9.
is it? Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind. Wrong one.
Lacey Road, Route 9. They always confuse me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but because it was in Lacey, so I'm like, oh yeah, that one. So for a second, anyway, we went there just to get snacks and then to probably do another. Sometimes we would do 2 shows because we were just like, everything's set up. Let's do another one. You know, we're warmed up. Let's do another show. But we went and we're in the chip aisle just grabbing snacks because we're still in our 20s. Well, I just turned 30, but everybody else is in their 20s. So, you know, metabolism was working and everything. And we're in the chip aisle and we were looking at salsa because I'm a big, chips and salsa is my favorite snack of all time. Just tortilla chips and salsa.
Sometimes it's my girlfriend's dinner.
I mean, I can't really argue with that. Particularly
They call that girl dinner.
Yeah, that's a thing now. Yeah,
it's
girl
a thing now.
dinner.
That shit.
Girl dinner.
In the Hot Pockets tone. Girl dinner.
That's how I heard it every time.
Yeah,
Jim
same.
Gaffigan, Hot Pockets.
Yep.
Hot
Perfect.
Pocket. We put a Hot Pocket in a Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket.
Why they don't just make that man the spokesman. But anyway, we're looking at the salsas, and there was Mrs. Renfro's salsa,
Renfro's.
ghost pepper salsa. We're like, ghost pepper, get the fuck out of here. Like, we
like,
got to
we
try
gotta
this
try
just
it.
because the name at the time was the hottest pepper available. And they made a salsa. We're like, we got to try it. So we get a bag of probably Tostitos, I think, and a jar of this salsa. And probably like Mountain Dew and some other insane shit like that at the time. We're like, we're going to chug a couple of 2-liter
Obviously,
bottles.
It's like we're going to be
Ew.
up all night, so
Yeah.
let's get some shit.
There are a few, but it's so funny in some of the videos we took back there because we shoot sketch videos sometimes in this basement as well. And you see like 3 bottles, 2-liter bottles of soda like on the bar. There was a bar down there.
we were
and everything.
disgusting.
It was, but it was also it was the time in our lives when we could
Yes.
do that. So that
I've
was a fun
graduated
time.
so far
Yeah.
from Mountain Dews.
Exactly. So now empty
Give me the
calories are just
garbage.
different. Yeah, empty calories and carbs just taking on a different form.
Yeah.
But so we get back to the house. We're in we set up on the island in Ryan's parents' kitchen. We pour the jar of salsa. I think we poured the whole jar out, maybe a little bit. I don't remember. But open up the Tostitos. It was just the 3 of us, I think. Is you and I and Jack.
Yeah.
And we dip the chips in. We bite. And first ghost pepper salsa, at least at the time, this one was just like, okay, it was like the Dumb and Dumber moment. It's like it's more tingly than hot. And then it kicked in. We're like, ooh, oh man,
Steaks were made.
but it was so good that we could not stop eating it.
Yeah,
Ryan and I are going.
But Jack almost died that night.
Well, no, Jack almost died the following day. So what happened was Jack put some on a chip, and Jack doesn't have a high tolerance for spice at all. I think he put a little bit on a chip and took a bite and was just like, nope, I'm out. Had to leave work the next day because his stomach was fucked up. Like literally, like he had to leave work early because his stomach was bothering him. He had a little. I'm talking
Homie had
like
1 chip.
yeah, a chip with a hummingbird's beak
shit.
amount of salsa on it, and it fucked him up. Like he's no tolerance for spice.
did him
And
in.
Ryan and I, like idiots, just keep eating or shoveling these chips. We're like,
we
it's
couldn't
so
stop.
good because again, flavor wise, it wasn't just the
tastes
heat. It
good.
genuinely was a good flavor salsa. I'm the same way with hot sauce. I love spicy, but like it has to have something going for it.
I went. People ask me what I went to college for, and I usually just say 1 semester. But that 1 semester I was there,
It's a solid answer.
one of the guys in my dorm broke out the hottest hot sauce in New Jersey.
In quotes or like legitimately?
It was ranked
Okay.
160,000 cayenne peppers ground up and mixed into vinegary shit in a bottle this big.
Wow. Oh, so nothing. It was literally just peppers and vinegar.
Peppers and vinegar. And
Wow.
You
And
open it up,
xanthan gum.
you open it up, and it smells
preservation.
spicy as fuck, but it smelled like a good flavor.
Nice.
We're like, let's go. Dot on my finger. And I spent an hour running around the dorm, knocking on people's shit. Do you have milk? Do you have bread? Because my card wouldn't work on the vending machine that had the fucking milk in it for the breakfast cereal that everybody got in the morning.
I'll take a Yoo-hoo.
I
Anything.
ran to the dorm next door.
The next building.
The next building over at
Oh my
Kutztown in
God.
the middle of fucking nowhere, Pennsylvania. And not like to see their vending machine, which didn't accept cards, so I had no cash on me because I'm a fucking broke college student.
Yeah, who has
Yay,
cash? Yeah.
Exactly. Mom, fill my card for me. Yeah, that's all
What
it
is
was.
this, medieval times?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. Mom, can you put more money in my account?
Yeah.
I don't have cash.
Dude, it was an hour before it just subsided, and we just like ate enough of other shit, and it was not like other shit you would normally eat. It was like more chips and like other nonsense that was just not helping with the spice. And we chugged the rest of the alcohol we had hidden in our shit. So we were shit faced. Like I had the hangover of hangovers the next day.
I'll bet.
I had Kraken black rum to subside the spiciness of this thing.
Wow.
And then died the next day when my roommate's girlfriend was coming to town and spending the night. So they're like, can you just kind of fuck off out of the room for a while? I'm like, I can't move. And
I can't move. You're just drooling.
I'm just ruining everything for everybody.
I released the Kraken last night. And
Sorry,
I can't move.
Adam. And I swear to God, I went to high school with this guy, and then I roomed with him in college for a semester. His name was Adam Hussein.
Hey,
I'm not making this up. Adam, cool guy. I miss you, bud. But yeah, that's the spiciest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
wow.
1 dot on my finger.
Cock-blockingly spicy.
Yes,
Wow.
indeed.
Wow.
Name of the episode.
I mean, it would be, but again, it's got to be fuss to cluck because I got to keep it clean. Otherwise, it won't get seen because now the internet has standards.
Bach clockingly.
Yeah.
But
That reminds me of the
Box clock.
time that I almost died from eating a pepper at P.F. Chang's once upon a time.
really?
Yeah, so I was out with some friends eating dinner, and they got some sort of dish where there was some sort of pepper in it. And on the menu, like there was a warning. It basically said, "Don't eat the pepper." Like it's just there for like a garnish.
show.
And it's like, please don't eat the pepper.
And you said challenge
and
fucking
I was like,
accepted.
challenge fucking accepted. Like, what do you mean don't eat the pepper? Like, are you kidding? I'm gonna eat the pepper.
Foamy.
I was ready to go to the emergency room
Yeah.
when I ate this pepper. The waitress had to bring out milk and cucumbers for me because I was
See, that's just
overheating.
stupid. Because why would they, if they're actually
Why-
concerned
why-
about liability, why put it on the fucking plate
Why
in the
would they
first
put?
place?
Yeah, like there
Excuse me,
was
for the
a warning
projectiles.
like in the menu written
Right.
out, and I was like, of course I'm going to eat the pepper, and I'm not the only one. Like someone sees a warning like that, like
Yeah.
That's like telling
Every
a kid
time.
don't
Come
smoke
on.
cigarettes.
Yeah, right,
like
yeah.
that's
Like, are you
stupid.
kidding?
Everybody's
But
made
it looks so cool.
And it looks so
Why
cool.
would you? Why would you bring the pepper? Oh my God. I'm gonna put
that
it.
was the spiciest thing I'd ever eaten. Like worse than ghost pepper, anything. Like,
I'm not. In
It
this
took an hour for
conversation
me to get
'cause
over it.
Fuck all of that. Like that
You-
sounds
No spicy
miserable.
time?
Like,
Spicy?
Oh, it
listen,
was.
This does like. There's nothing appealing about.
And it
What
wasn't.
about these? No, you're not gonna try these.
Nah.
They're not that bad.
Like there's
like
nothing
Flamin'
that
Hot.
appealing
We'll
about
get
it.
them to play
Like,
roulette.
I don't understand how.
Yeah, you get to play roulette.
I don't understand how people are like, yeah, I find flavors after the burn subsides. Like what? Like I just feel burn. Like I don't taste it.
Yeah, dude. When I ate this pepper, there was no flavor. There, I was like, okay, that was worth it. Like, no.
I love it when people tell me the words homemade salsa. Yo, right in my face right now. I know
Yeah.
you made this to
Right
hurt
to the
me.
face.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I love that shit. It's so. I got a coworker that does it all the time. He comes in with like a mason jar. I'm like, that brewed for a minute, didn't it? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
put it in my gullet
Put it in my
with a
face.
funnel. Like, I don't need chips. Pour it in.
I mean, things less than that, like I'm like, okay, like there's flavor to this. Like I can take the heat, but that shit.
No, it
like,
was painful.
Yeah, it was awful.
Not okay.
Yeah, why even stock
I
that
was like,
pepper
can you
and
guys
put it
call
on
an
a plate?
ambulance, like just in case? 'Cause I
Amber
don't know
lamp.
what's gonna happen tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's going to be
I do love-
inflamed from the
why
inside
would you
out.
put this in here?
I do love spicy foods. I was in a jalapeno eating contest. It was a
Ooh.
plate of pickled jalapenos,
Oh.
and it was a bunch of people right in a row. I used to work at camp, and we were all the counselors, and it was like an entertainment for all the kids that are suffering. Yay! The guy that won ended up knowing.
I'm
that
picturing the
comp-
camp from Addams Family Values. I was
It
picturing you
was
as that kind of counselor.
kinda. We
Shout out to Addams Family Values, the soundtrack paid for Christians private school. Anyway, go ahead.
So
That's what you said.
the guy that
Or
ended
pay
up
for something.
the guy that ended up winning it.
house.
Your
used-
house?
The apartment.
Those
Yeah,
were the
yeah.
fucking days, huh?
Yeah.
When one song could buy a place to live.
I need to hear that story.
Oh my God.
I never
Go
told
ahead.
you that.
No.
No, go- he's mentioned
Continue.
it. I mean, sorry. Do you want to finish your camp counselor story? You're more interested in Christians.
I am.
Okay. We'll
Let me get
circle
this
back,
out of
as
the
they
way.
say.
I'm gonna get it out of the way so I can focus on that.
Okay.
So whole slew of counselors were eating jalapenos fresh off the plate, and apparently one guy knew that this competition was coming and had a mouth numbing spray and just gulleted that
dick.
shit
Motherfucker.
Dick.
like Homer in the fucking
That's
Peyote
fucking
Coyote
cheating.
episode.
Dick
I know.
move. Yeah,
I
it's
was
totally
pissed.
cheating.
What a dick.
Yeah.
I
That's
was
not
in
cool.
a clear second place, and the dude next to me was just pissed at how I was housing this thing. So he took his plate and put it on top of mine. And in pure reactionary fashion, I looked at my table of campers that I was in charge of. I said, and they went thumbs down, and I put the plate of jalapenos in his eyes,
Oh.
directly in his face, and that dude suffered and wanted to fight me. And
I mean,
dude, it was the most fucking hilarious thing I've ever done in my life. I was so proud of myself, mostly because I was more proud of the kids for giving me the thumbs down to do it. I don't know if they knew what I was going to do, but they wanted me to, like,
but
fuck that
they gave
dude
their
up.
tacit approval, and
Exactly.
that was enough.
And I was like, you know what? My family.
Awesome. That was
So-
a good story.
Yeah. I did almost win a wing contest where they had you had 5 minutes to eat 12 wings, their hottest whatever. I think the Scoville was like 200,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And I got
Christian's eyes are watering just hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not into
Do you
it.
see
Yeah.
the? Do you see the little bit of fog under my
I
glasses?
was gonna say, like, you need
no.
windshield wipers on those
Yeah.
things. That's the next upgrade. He's got 2 arms. Now he's gonna get wipers.
just for some clarity too. Pepper spray is $2 million.
Delicious.
So I put it on my wings sometimes.
I'm surprised that there isn't a hot sauce already called pepper spray.
There
I don't
probably
doubt
is.
it.
Gotta be.
It's got to be on
It's
that
the
Hot
only
Ones
thing
show.
that's going to improve those fucking Cool Ranch dusted chicken wings or
fight
chicken fillets,
Everyone at this table.
and you will lose.
I don't care. I'll go down in a blaze of glory. A cool
know what,
ranchy
you know
glory.
what?
Glory.
You know
This
what?
is the hill you're going to die in a Cool
I will
Ranch.
what?
die
It's-
on this hill.
It's very unfortunate, but you're probably gonna have to do like a blind taste
Him and
test.
fucking Corey.
Corey
Wow.
loves.
Constantly harasses me about Cool Ranch Doritos.
Because your friend
Yeah, but
Corey
Co-
sounds like a genius. That's
No,
why.
Corey eats those gross ass pickled sausages. All right, that's like
That are in the convenience store
Yeah,
sitting there for
exactly.
a couple of years.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I just pictured that. Oh,
His palate is not reliable, is what I'm saying.
What?
He eats
What?
those. You know those like Mama
I'm
Jama or
sorry.
whatever they're called. Those pickled sausages.
No. What?
all I'm picturing. Have you ever seen the movie Ladies Man? And the,
Years ago,
the bar challenge.
I
and-
don't remember. I
Okay,
saw it on
go
HBO
home,
like
clip
25
it.
years ago.
If you're listening to this and you want to look up what I'm just talking about, it is not for the faint of heart. If you have a weak stomach, don't watch this clip. Anyway, dude eats shit. Anyway,
Oh, wait, listen, I saw Pink Flamingos. It's okay.
so
Yeah, that got him. Wow.
I
Don't-
hate
don't-
that,
yeah,
I hate
don't-
that fucking movie.
Don't look up the scene. Don't. Just don't do it.
My ADHD kicked in. What was I fucking talking about?
Oh, we were talking about Christian's dad doing a song for Addams Family Values.
Yeah, I got to find out that story, dude. Absolutely.
Man, good thing someone's not drinking
It's not even my drinking. It's
tonight.
No, it's my drinking.
It probably is. It's drinking. It's offsetting the meds. Do you want to tell that story, Christian? I don't know how
Bring it
much of a
on.
story there is more than just here's a fact.
Yeah, it is more of a. Like
I knew
a
your dad was a
fact.
legend.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Jersey
to-
legend
to,
for
to
sure.
to some people, yeah, but I mean, to me, he was just dad. That's the crazy thing.
Aw,
Aw.
But
That's adorable.
So, right,
my dad.
what year did Addams Family Values come out?
95,
So 94.
94.
Was it 95 or 94? Because
You're the one with the fucking computer.
well, you got
Yeah, yeah. You literally have a Google. You were about to check out this clip of the ladies, man. Yeah, that's it's 90,
Pull up the
93.
Google machine.
93. Okay, I know the first one was 91.
Rip
I-
Raul Julia.
You know what? It's 94 in my head because I watched it on HBO a
How
year later.
dare IMDb only give it a 6.8, even though that's my birthday?
Yeah, no,
I'm not
this
sure
is
that
one of my-
has a correlation, but sure.
So,
That's the rating they give it.
Pops had a song on here.
Soundtracks is
on the
second from the bottom,
soundtrack.
third column.
I just forget what it's always called because it's not like one that was like widely released, but like
Right.
when people hear it, they're like, "Oh shit!"
Mhm.
It's like, where is it? It's not on here.
It's got to be on there.
It's on the soundtrack itself, but it's
It
not
is.
listed on IMDb.
That's weird.
Search your
So-
dad on IMDb.
There's nothing that'll. Well, the Power will come up. That'll be a thing that just happened. But,
Really?
Yeah, they used him big time on Power and Yellowstone, which threw me
What?
for a
Sick.
fucking loop.
Whoa.
I was watching the show, and then all of a sudden, there's a scene where they're at a strip club, and then I hear my dad in the background, and I'm like, oh shit!
I love this. I'm also conflicted.
No, not conflicted
I
at
know,
all.
I'm
I
just
was
kidding.
like, Dad would probably love this.
That's fantastic. Aw.
No, but so Dad made a song for this record. May you always drink Bizarre.
Yeah.
And it was like
There he is, PM Dawn.
Yeah, it was considered like one of the sleeper hits.
Is his
of
picture
that.
on his Wikipedia? I want to see what your dad looks like.
My dad.
He looks
Tell me.
like Christian. That's not a good picture.
That's not a good
There are
one,
better
but
pictures.
like, hold on, let me see if I can find it because
You need to go to the bathroom again? What's going on?
He broke the seal. It happens.
All right.
I understand
Ah.
it.
Okay.
Carry
Just
on.
checking.
I'm holding it down. Yo, you are a clone.
Sorry. See, I'd open Google to look this thing up, and now I'm mildly distracted. Point Break is coming on 4K, Ryan. I'm very excited.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
what?
Point Break and Clue. Shout Factory's putting them out.
Fucking Shout Factory. Thank you.
Thank you, Shout Factory, for keeping fiscal. I mean, tell me that doesn't look like the man behind the bar. Or no, better yet, the purple one. Below that on the left.
This one.
I mean, look at that. Look at that grin.
Have you
That
ever been
is-
him for Halloween? Because, dude,
No, not yet.
No, but
I mean, I've shown you guys what my dad looks like.
yes, I have seen
Yeah,
photos of
I
that
am.
on
I am
the
a
socials.
clone of that man, and he used to look like Ned Flanders. So that's where I'm at.
Well,
You
similarly,
just look like your dope fucking dad.
yeah, basically.
But yeah, the story is just as simple as that. Like he got recruited. It was during like his bigger years, and
Yeah, early
they-
to mid '90s were a
yeah,
big
so
PM Dawn
they-
era.
So they were just like, "You want to be on the Addams Family soundtrack?" And my dad loved the show growing up, so he was like, "Yeah." And then that paid for the apartment that I grew up in. So
Sick.
Yeah,
I will always have a great appreciation for the Addams Family movies.
and that is the better of the two movies as well. So
Yeah,
there's that.
Values is
Values is
Values is fucking
fantastic.
great. I never liked the is he Uncle Fester?
Yeah.
Is he not
Yeah,
And then
Uncle
at the
Fester
end, he
subplot.
actually is the entire time. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't think it was that.
I liked the looniness of it. Like,
Yes.
that's a great crazy movie.
Also,
But-
The aesthetic is better than the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Also-
that's the thing.
Values is just the hottest Joan Cusack has ever been.
yeah,
And funniest, and that's saying a lot. She's
Yes,
funny as hell,
she
but I
is
mean, she's
hilarious.
genius in that as like this
I loved her in School of Rock.
likable villain.
Oh yeah, she's great in School. of
Yeah,
Rock.
just the teacher that has one beer and gets fucking hammered. The principal.
How do you make someone square? And that's pretty that's pretty close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but Addams Family will always kind of hold a special place in my heart, which is why I was like very critical and worried about those like animated ones that were coming out a couple of years ago. And then I
didn't
see
hate 'em.
him, and I didn't hate him. I
I only saw the
liked
first
him.
one, I should say. I didn't hate it.
I was actually like pleasantly surprised. I
Yeah.
was like, I like this. Like this is not bad.
It gave me Hotel Transylvania vibes, and you know how I feel about my guy Gendy.
Dude, come on, let me hang.
All right, now you're friends again.
Yes.
Congratulations. Oh, we're moving on now.
Oh.
Hang on. The beer, now that Ryan's emptied the tank. What do we got?
Milkshake.
Apple cider donut.
Ooh. All right, so we.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right,
Now I need
if we're gonna.
this.
All right, we're gonna.
Now I need a taste.
Yeah,
Of
now he needs
course.
that. Yeah, he doesn't want spice, but what donuts?
We were talking.
I'm in.
We were talking about my trip to, Connecticut. We stopped off at this one farm that does like makes their own cider. You can go apple picking. Probably
Nice.
we didn't do any of the picking bullshit. No, we were there for the alcohol.
It's not fall.
Yeah.
And they gave you an apple cider cup, and then put a donut on top of it, and then put whipped cream on it, and then stuck the straw down through the whipped cream in the hole in the donut, so you could drink the cider and eat
Oh,
the donut at
man.
the same time.
That's
I will highly,
legit.
That
yeah.
is awesome.
I don't remember the name of the place because Heather planned that part of the trip. I planned the dinner and all the nice things.
And the beer. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
But he's going to earn it.
have to.
Diabetes.
Yeah, well,
Diabetes.
well, you have a pseudo handlebar mustache like the man, so you can have diabetes. But yeah, dude, it was a magical moment for me
I
just to
mean,
eat a
that's-
donut while I'm sipping a fucking alcoholic cider. It was wild.
I know it's cliche now, especially in the last 15 years, probably 10 or 12, let's say, about fall and pumpkin spice and all that. But I'm all about pumpkin spice and apple cider donuts and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Like I love the fall. Aside
All
from
right, let's-
I'm
Dude,
biased,
apple cider
'cause
donuts are so good.
My birthday's in October.
Okay,
so I
so
love October.
Let's create another debate:
Okay,
pumpkin spice versus apple cider.
Apple cider.
pumpkin spice,
Pumpkin
Apple
spice.
What
apple
the
cider.
fuck?
apple spider.
My dude,
So-
apple cider.
Pumpkin
Full
spice is
disclosure,
so
I don't actually
overrated.
like apple cider itself.
You're not white,
Like,
okay?
I don't
Okay.
like I won't drink
I
it.
respect that.
I like apple juice. I don't like apple cider quite as much.
I understand
Like,
that. I do.
I don't love it.
But apple flavor, anything like apple pie over pumpkin pie, hands down.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I agree with that.
Outright.
I will agree with that. I
Ryan-
love pumpkin pie, but like
Ryan,
in the, yeah.
Ryan is
Yeah.
Ryan is the cool ranch of this discussion right now.
Fuck. There had to be one, right? Yeah. There had to be one.
All right, you're redeemed.
Fucking
No, you're not.
Partially,
because
not
no,
entirely.
But
fucking-
apple cider
Burn this
donut
place
is
down.
one of my favorite donuts in the world.
Oh, well, pour this thing out then.
donuts,
Come
yeah.
on. What are we doing?
So this is from Source Brewing. They're in Colts Neck. This is a collaboration with Jersey Freeze Ice Cream and Battleview Orchards.
Ooh,
Apple cider donut milkshake IPA.
Did I go apple picking? I went picking. We did something.
Their
I don't know.
milkshakes have brought us to the yard.
Interesting time.
Excited.
Okay. Well, while we're on debates, fast food, which is something we've largely eliminated, as we were kind of talking about pre-show. The older we get, we're eating less
Says
junky.
you.
But
I don't have much options when I get out of comedy.
Well, this is true. At that hour, and I agree with that. Best chicken sandwich
Ooh.
and most overrated.
like a fast food. Or
Yes,
like,
fast food chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it counts.
Set the bar. Okay.
But they opened a Royal Farms in Brick.
They did. After it being there for like 3 fucking years,
And,
ready to be
and
open.
they finally opened it, and those chicken sandwiches slap.
I don't know what
Okay.
Royal Farms is. Never
It's
heard of it.
a Wawa that specializes in fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Got my
it's
attention.
Just as
So this-
glorious as you would
You,
imagine.
you
Royal
said you were going
Farms-
to be in Tom's River
I
ish
will be the
area.
next 2 days.
All right, so where 70
And
turns
88
and
meet.
splits into Brick Boulevard.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
you're heading
gotcha.
down that way. There is a Royal Farms in that ish area.
Okay.
Find it. Ask for whatever the fuck kind of chicken
Yeah.
you prefer.
Just give me a chicken sandwich, whatever
Yeah.
you got.
That's the one.
You don't have any Cool Ranch on them, do you?
Well, now
All
I
right,
know.
I'm in.
I got to go.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you this thing's been sitting there for at least 2 full years,
Really?
like done and ready to open,
I've
but
been
just
there.
not open.
Oh, is that what? Oh, it's been like built and just
Yeah,
hasn't
built.
built.
By the
Yeah.
way, when I say Wawa, I mean 24 hours Wawa. You can get a fucking chicken sandwich at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I may get one on my way
And
to Tom's River tonight.
you can get one absolutely on your
I
way
probably
home tonight.
will.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to need to eat something.
Oh.
I've eaten very, very little before coming here, which is probably not a great idea. Is this your first time having this beer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
So
It's-
real
Yes, sir.
talk, it is that place is. Oh my god, that sandwich is so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I had
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
This
that
is
fucking
good?
great?
Shoving beer in his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Just
Just drink it.
It smells like beer.
smells like cake.
So my favorite is the spicy chicken from Wawa. Not Wawa, Wendy's. Spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Wendy's does
Yeah.
chicken better than the big 3. And
Yeah.
I'm talking like Burger King,
McDonald's.
Wendy's. Those are the big 3.
Yep.
I
Wendy's
agree.
does chicken the best.
Their spicy chicken
Burger
sandwich is
King
banging.
belongs nowhere on that list.
I'd agree with that.
They are iconic, but they are
As
the
far as
bottom of
chicken,
it.
that's
Not chicken,
correct.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about in like, if you think of fast food
right.
places.
The big 3.
Yeah,
they
those
are the big 3.
They
are the big
yes,
three.
absolutely.
You know.
I don't consider Burger King part of the big 3 anymore, though. Like I
Anymore, sure, but like,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of their stores are closing down, at least
yeah,
around
they
here,
are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
which sucks. Because
They
I
took
love
away
a double
the chicken
Whopper with
fries.
cheese. Yeah.
I think that like I don't know. I just feel like their
I
flavor
lived on
palette
those
isn't
nuggets for
there
a minute,
anymore.
and they changed them up, and it got so gross. But you know what?
There isn't a better chicken nugget than Wendy's.
No, absolutely
Like
not.
in the
Chicken-
universe.
Spicy
Chicken
chicken,
nuggets-
nuggets from Wendy's, I'll die
I agree with
from
that.
eating too many of them.
Chicken sandwich, though, for me, Popeyes.
Okay.
Because
Popeyes
it's,
is
a
I don't
fucking,
doubt-
it's
yeah.
a fucking slab of chicken.
Yeah.
And the
Yes,
spicy
it
is amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I will
Popeyes
say-
Popeyes is great, and we have one on 37.
yeah,
in
you got
Tom's
one in the
River,
neighborhood now.
and
Yep.
I love it.
It's
Yeah.
excellent. It really is. And it's like $5 too.
Okay,
I mean, a chicken
so
sandwich at Wendy's is like $9.
I know.
beware that Popeyes on 37.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
I've seen some shit crawling on that floor.
Fuck me. Why'd you have to tell me that?
I'm
The one
sorry.
by the Wawa?
I
Yes.
like,
Where
Yeah.
Hooper
That's
and
your neighborhood
37
too.
meet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
dude. If you want a good chicken sandwich though, and you're that close, go 2 feet down the road and go to Burger 25.
I love
Oh,
Burger
yeah. Oh,
25
we love-
with
we've-
passion.
Die on that.
love
Ryan and I have
Burger
had many
25.
dates.
Dude,
Yeah.
it
Fucking
You
love
got
Burger
what did you get? You got like the smack or something like that,
The Smack, yeah.
And I
It's
was like-
basically their version of a Big Mac.
which is fine. But I
essentially.
literally
Yeah.
felt like, do they have heroin on this burger?
Yes.
Like, when he
Here's
orders
the
the smack,
thing,
I'm like,
though.
that's
I don't
fucking
think
crazy.
Burger 25 belongs on this list because it's
no,
just
it's not fast
It's-
food.
no.
It's
It's
one,
not
it's
fast
not
food.
fast
I'm just saying
food.
it's within proximity of
Yeah.
a lesser
He's-
clean.
He's saying
Chicken
give
sandwich.
that particular
I
Popeyes a pass.
love Burger 25.
Every other Popeyes
so
I'm fine.
much, yeah.
I walked from Prudential Center into the depths of Newark in the middle of the night to get
That
their
sounds
curly
unsafe.
fries and chicken sandwich. I
That
didn't
sounds
give a
very
shit.
safe.
Yeah, super safe. I didn't give a shit because
So
anybody who saw me respected what the fuck I was doing because they knew I needed that
they
Popeyes.
knew he was on a
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah, I was down. I was like, fucking come at me. I will die
Come
for
at
this
me,
chicken
bro.
sandwich.
I will fight.
And
Yeah.
specifically, these curly fries. I was fiending for the curly fries after
You're like
that
one of
Devil's
the
Game.
Warriors.
Devil's Game drunk is a level. All right. I was I was there.
Not to play.
But if we're talking about chicken sandwiches, we have to talk about God's favorite chicken sandwich.
No.
Overrated.
no.
Overrated.
It really
So-
isn't
I
though.
do
Can
not
we talk?
get the
My
hype.
favorite thing about Chick-fil-A
Is
is
the waffle fries.
is that they put them in football stadiums. They're not open on Sundays.
Oh my god.
What the fuck
That
are they
is-
doing?
What
That
are they
is
doing?
excellent.
Yeah.
It's strictly Thursdays
That
and
is
Mondays,
funny.
guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my
we're going
God.
to take space, but we're just going to not serve anything.
irony.
How does this even work? I don't know. Somebody
That is-
tell me who's
That's
been
funny.
to a stadium
Chick-
with Chick-fil-A.
Chicken-fil-A, their sandwiches are good.
They
Like,
are.
They're good.
They're not.
They honestly
It's a
are.
serviceable
There are
chicken sandwich.
So
but
much better.
It's
But,
unremarkable.
but you know, what's remarkable is the service when you go to Chick-fil-A.
yeah,
Like,
because they got dudes out there.
they're so impossibly nice.
Right.
And they have, like, when you go through the drive-thru, they have people out there with iPads triaging.
because if they're not nice, they're going to hell. That's
yeah,
what they've
that's
been
exactly
told.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that guilt.
Yeah, the
That
master
and they're
tells them.
outside with iPads in
Yeah.
full fucking
Yeah.
long everything in 98 degree
And they're
weather.
triaging the line, like,
Yeah.
before you get up there. Like, it's awesome. Like, they bang you out.
Listen,
you know?
I'm just glad they started putting their sauces in bottles that I can buy at a
we
fucking
have the
store without
Chick-fil-A
having to go
sauce
there.
at home. It's so
absolutely.
awesome.
And the Polynesian. Like,
Yep.
let's be real. I
Yeah.
have all of it.
That was the greatest thing that ever happened
Ooh,
when they
I
started
know an
bottling that
underrated
stuff.
one.
That-
I wonder if anybody agrees. Checkers. Checkers. Is
I love
great.
Checkers.
I haven't been to Checkers
I haven't
in
eaten
so long.
I haven't
There's
eaten
another
at
one on
Checkers since
37.
There is, yeah.
Right next to the
Papa
White
John's.
Castle.
White Castle, yeah.
Yeah, right next to the White Castle.
Which,
and
by the
Papa
way,
John's.
hilariously, for a while, I was driving by that White Castle and they were advertising that the crab cake sandwich was back at,
Ooh.
at White Castle.
Dude,
Who?
That sounds horrendous.
In
Yeah.
the comment section on this video, who? I need to know. Have you ever? No, nobody's gonna comment that because they're dead.
I'd
Yeah.
rather eat gas stations.
well, dude, that's
Yeah.
that's Murderer's Row right there. Is the Checkers, the White Castle, and the Papa John's right
It's
next to
all
each other,
right in a
Like,
row, dude.
I don't
Three
know
of them, like,
how
right
the
next to each other.
So
I don't know any Papa
Yeah.
John's stays in business in
okay,
Jersey.
do you want to hear something kind of fucked?
Okay.
Yeah. Always.
on
Come
a
on.
very
Yes.
on a very bad day. On a very bad day. I once hit up in the order that they're in. The
All right.
Papa John's,
Yes.
the White Castle, the Checkers.
And what did you get at each one?
Oh man.
It was a very
So-
bad day. You prefaced it.
Like I said,
So I
Murderer's Row.
split it
Yeah.
up. I split it up with everything. So I got fries from Checkers. Then I
Smart.
got burger sliders from White Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a burger from Burger King. And then on top of all of that,
Oh, you did all four? Jesus.
no, all five. I circled back and I got a small pie from Papa John's.
Wow.
So back when Burger King was good,
Wow.
I ranked their burgers
Wow.
above the other two of the big three. So I got a Whopper from Burger King, fries from McDonald's, and nuggets from Wendy's because they were the best of each of
That's
those.
that's a solid combo.
Right.
That's a very
And
solid
that
combo.
was the perfect fast food meal. And this was like, I think I was barely out of high school when I did that. And it was one of my greatest fast food meals of all time.
Yep.
But in terms of White Castle, I might have even told you this, but the greatest hustle of my life. Again, I went to college for one semester, but it was out in fucking nowhere,
This was
Pennsylvania.
you did 4 semesters worth of living though in this one semester.
really
Let me
did.
tell you.
I went home for reasons I don't remember. I want to say Thanksgiving, but who knows? But everyone I talked to at this fucking college thought Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. White Castle was something they made up
Yes.
for
Yes.
the fucking movie. I said,
Really?
oh, I'll be right back. And I came back with a crave case.
Oh man.
I ate maybe 10 for myself and then sold the rest of the burgers for $2 a pop.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That was 30 burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Cost me $25 to get.
Right.
and I sold
You made
20 of them for $2.
So you made $15 profit. Not too bad.
Entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The best hustle of my life. And
my
I
God.
got people so hooked.
That was another one because that movie came out, I think, in 04.
They
and
really
again, I
thought
moved
it was
out to
made up for a
LA in
movie?
06. Yeah, that's
Yep.
one I
Nobody
heard.
thought it was real. Now
Yeah.
it's like so widely known, but
And I love that the movie was set in Jersey. Like, that was fun.
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, of course. It had to be.
They were scared because they ended up in Newark.
Hello, New Brunswick. Oh, it's so good.
And you were,
And they
you
were
were
like-
at Rutgers at the time, too, so even better.
Did
yeah.
they ever do anything with like the advertising for that? Like, did White Castle ever like do any time?
No, that was
didn't need to.
that was a movie
yeah.
that like it didn't do well in theaters, but that was like a big like DVD movie
Cult following.
and HBO. That was like a Super Troopers kind of movie where like nobody went and saw it in the theater,
Yep.
but then it made like tons of money on. I mean, we sold. I was working at a big box retail at the time, and we sold that DVD like crazy, and that was a big renter as
was
well. I
so
had friends who
much
worked at
fun.
video stores, and yeah, that was one like a lot of people caught on HBO because it'd be shown late night.
It's such a ridiculous movie. but
It's so ridiculous.
It is.
They ride a cheetah.
And Neil Patrick Harris was like the
I mean,
womanizing scumbag.
yes.
That
It's like, yeah, I'm
got
craving
him,
burgers too.
It
Fur
got him the
burgers.
gig on How I Met Your
Wait
Mother.
a minute. I love the original Harold and Kumar film, but Neil Patrick Harris in the Christmas Harold and Kumar movie.
Everything about the Christmas Harold and Kumar
You know, I
movie
haven't
is-
seen that one.
It's
is
excellent.
dude.
Oh my god, it's peak.
We
That
got
was the
into-
one with
so
the
good.
with the waffle bot.
We
right?
watched that. Yeah, we watched that together. In
Yeah.
your room at your parents' house.
And I was like,
You
I
and
want a
Jack
waffle
and I.
bot.
That's one of
Yes.
those movies that has no right to be as good as it is.
It's
Right.
yeah. I was not crazy. I was visiting Los Angeles, and I got to go to an early screening of that, and I was kind of like borderline on it because I was like, because I've never really been a weed smoker or anything like that, so I was kind of borderline on those first two movies, but. I was like, I guess, because it was in 3D, and that was kind of still a novelty. In what was it, 2011?
Yeah,
so I
but
was like,
they were having fun with
well,
it.
that was the first movie to actually poke fun at the 3D trend. So it was consciously shot and written and shot in 3D for the jokes. And I laughed my ass off in that movie. Tom Lennon is hysterical in that movie. There's not as much
He's
weed
hilarious
activity.
in everything.
He is hilarious in everything. But that movie, yeah, that to me is the best one for sure. Especially because at that point Neil Patrick Harris had come out,
This is
so they
legit,
play
like-
that up. It's so
It's legit one of my favorite Christmas
It's
movies.
so funny we're talking about this too because in like the past few weeks I watched some show and you remember in Guantanamo Bay when there was like that douchebag like fiance of Kumar's ex that's throughout the movie that like is the aide to George W. Bush or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
I saw him in a movie and I couldn't figure out where he was, like, which is rare for my fucking superpower.
yeah.
And I'm like, why is this dude? He's a good guy in this movie. He's like the wholesome whatever. I'm like, why is he so punchable? Like, why do I want to just like haymaker this dude despite him being the good guy in this movie? And then it clicked, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's the one that said, don't smoke a joint, just snort a Xanax. Like, fuck this dude. Hate him.
Oh my god.
Like that's him.
That explains it.
Yep.
Now, Christian, do you want to participate in the Dorito roulette that we're gonna do?
He's like,
Boo.
nah.
Oh yeah, I'm going in.
Just
Flamin' hot limon.
Flamin' hot limon.
But will I know?
Maybe sour, maybe not, but always flaming hot. Oh shit! I almost dumped the whole bag out on the table. Yeah, I'm just gonna house the chip.
I'm gonna say that wasn't it. So for anybody not paying attention, there's a roulette bag.
Don't lick
Oh.
your
That
lips.
was it.
Flaming lemon.
I got a sour one.
Some of them are hot. Some of them are not.
Woo.
It's I think 1 in 6.
Like sour? Or
Yes.
No, it's
sour.
flaming
Holy
hot
shit.
lemon. Like all right. So the way I describe these
delicious.
chips
You would know.
normally,
You would know.
Yeah,
you would
no,
know
it's
if it
not
was a
hot.
sour.
if you've ever had
Yeah?
the
No, this is sour.
spicy Doritos
Trust.
Loco Taco,
Uh-huh.
that's what these. This is the shell.
All right, well, I got to find a sour one. Now.
Dude, oh my god. No, that's no. There's no mistaking that. Holy shit. Yeah, it is super sour. Figures I picked the sour one as the host because I'm like, I'm going to participate this time. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Jackass. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try one more, though, just because I hope I get a legit limon. That's better.
I got one.
It's really sour, actually.
It is nothing but lime.
Then you didn't get one.
Like it is just straight up. It's not like crazy spicy like I was expecting it to be,
No,
but
this-
it's like so much more flavor of the limon.
No, the sour is just fucking sour. It doesn't
Yeah,
taste like
that's
lemon
all
at all. For my
Yeah.
money, and I enjoy
Got a
the
super sour
flaming hot one.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Well,
Those are just
you
like-
keep working on that bag, Ryan.
The first one
Pure
was very
citrus.
lime-like.
Yeah.
but it was sour.
Lime-like. Question, Joe.
Limelight.
As a
Connoisseur.
as someone who eats food, no. Have you spent much time? Have you spent much time at all on the West Coast?
I spent a week in LA.
Okay. Did you try the aside from In-N-Out Burger? Everybody goes to In-N-Out Burger.
Jack in the Box.
Did you? Okay, Jack in the Box. Did you try Del Taco?
Mid. No. I did not.
Wiener Schnitzel.
No.
Okay.
We
I know.
only wait.
No, hang on. No,
Wait.
you go first. But I got Ryan's Wiener Schnitzel story is pretty great.
When we went
My wiener
That's it.
schnitzel is getting
It's
chub right now.
It's
when we went, we
I didn't
only
even
hit
know that.
one like we spent too much money on food.
I mean it's easy out
We
there.
only hit Jack in the Box. And we were mildly disappointed.
It depends what you get at Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box can be hit and miss. I will admit that.
I went straight up bacon cheeseburger and
Oh, well.
Or tacos.
I don't remember. Yeah, order taco. Wow, that's a
only
that's a
tacos we
legendary
ever
clip.
ate were
I have to pull that. I've gone back to the Skid Row Studios run of the show for some clips. No, that's from the first live Cape 32.
damn.
I only know that because I know it's a long time ago. January 2015, the first live episode, the first episode from Skid Row Studios. It's the only reason I know because it was a big deal. Like Cape 32, the show goes live. Let's see if I'm any good at this. And I had a story about the Jack in the Box drive-through. It was pretty excellent. I should probably just
Fantastic.
retell it here because nobody's going to go back. Fucking literally
Go back and listen like
it's
I'm
100
gonna do.
It's 199
on my
episodes
drive
ago.
on my drive home, I'm listening to Cape 32.
All right, go ahead. It's not. It's a pretty good show.
40
from
minute
what I
drive.
remember. Oh, it'll cover that. It's that show that studio kept a tight schedule. It was a tight hour. Those were the days. Here we are
Like
going
here,
on.
how long have we fucking been? No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
this is like the Academy Awards right now. We're on like hour 3.
They're playing the music.
Oh, holy shit.
Have you gotten a sour one yet, or what?
No.
Wow, we'll just keep going.
All right.
Because it's you'll know.
No, what we're gonna do is we're
No,
gonna
they're-
take all 3 of these bags and just like throw them in one.
This
and you're
one
gonna
looks
not.
spicy.
I don't know, but that's the thing. Like they're genuinely good. I do like the flaming hot limon chips, so that's why I was when I got a sour one. It's just like, nope, that's sour.
Oh,
pop,
that one's a little sour.
pop it in your mouth. Just
Yeah,
pop the whole
you
fucking
got
chip
it.
in your mouth. There's no mistaking.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right? Okay, so here we go, everybody. The flaming hot limon.
Woo.
Got
right?
it.
It's strong. It's not hot. It's just
Yeah.
really fucking sour. Like
Yep.
I wasn't
Okay.
underselling it at
There
all.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like sour Skittles and shit.
No, worse. So much worse. There's no sweetness. It's literally just like this is just sour.
Do you guys remember
Right?
what were the gum Crybabies?
Oh yeah.
Crybabies candies?
Warheads.
Fucking Warheads are
Warheads are just of course.
legendary.
Anyway, so Del Taco, excellent. I'm very upset. Now I've been back
I
at this
miss
point.
Del Taco so much.
I do too. And then that Del Taco is no more. That Del Taco
know.
is now a Starbucks, which
Fuck that.
granted, I know I became a coffee drinker in 2023, so I've mixed feelings about
but
it.
even still, fuck that.
I know.
Wait, is
well,
Del Taco like they're not doing it anymore?
no, that Del
That
Taco
specific
location.
one they're talking
No,
about.
there's one there's
okay.
one 3 miles away next to Burbank Airport, so it's not like they're impossible to find now.
We went to
But
that one.
I could
Was
no.
that- oh, no,
we
that
went
was-
to one
that
that's
was
2
LAX.
blocks from my
Yeah.
apartment.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That was
No,
the
but
one we
what was the
went
one the second time? The second time I came out,
to. Fuck
right,
knows.
fresh off the plane.
Oh,
you
okay.
took me
And
there.
that there is a Del Taco, yes, near LAX, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I believe there's one Del Taco in like Orlando, but otherwise they're in Arizona,
Yeah.
New Mexico.
I saw the one in Orlando
You did,
when I was
right?
in Florida.
That's right,
We were
you
passing
did.
by, and I was like, "Oh my god, Del Taco!"
When I make my
It's
millions,
so good.
I'll open a Del Taco in New Jersey.
I would
Please
love.
do.
Just
We've
for
been
you.
saying it for when did you come out? We all went out in 2011 the first time.
Yeah.
So for 12 years we've been saying we need to
Then-
open a Del Taco here.
Yeah.
But it could go the way of like Krispy Kremes and remember they tried opening one Krispy Kreme in Brick and
Yeah.
it didn't even like after summer was over and all the New Yorkers were gone, it fucking closed because nobody
But
went.
Yeah.
it could also
Nobody
go the
went.
way of Sonic because they opened one in North Jersey on Route 17.
Mm-hmm.
They literally had to have cops guiding the line of
Oh yeah,
people.
and that one is still
in.
loaded
Yeah,
all the time.
All
There's-
the time.
There's a Sonic
It
on
is-
Route 46 that actually closed semi recently, and there's a few that have kind of closed, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I love Sonic.
I do too. I mean, I can't eat the burgers anymore, the hot dogs, unfortunately, because I've my bovine issue. But
The one down by my parents, that was the first one in Jersey.
yeah,
that closed,
and it's
I
gone.
was
They
so
closed
upset.
years ago. I think they
Yeah.
closed before I even moved back to California.
Long
So this was a
time
while
ago.
ago, yeah,
Yeah.
which is a
They're
drag.
ruining a lot of they had a Stewart's in Kearney and it is to the
Stewart's,
ground gone.
Stewart's and Freehold they had
Fucking
forever.
hell.
There was one in
And-
Tom's
and
River.
Tom's
on Route
River,
13,
right-
yeah.
right by
Drive-
me, yeah.
Drive up and they put the fucking tray on your windows, man.
Yeah.
There's
Like
still
the
the one in
Flintstones.
Seaside
Yeah.
is still there.
Oh, really?
Right
Hard
before
to
you
go.
get off over the
I go
bridge.
to
Yeah.
Seaside. Even a post-Sandy rebuilt clean Seaside. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's worth it.
Sawmill has great pizza.
It does.
Okay. Wiener Schnitzel. So we got whoa. So that also walking distance from my apartment.
Dude,
People think that California is just like green drinks and detox, all that shit. No, there's more
It's not.
fast food
There's
in
plenty of
California.
bullshit.
than-
Yeah,
exactly.
Now,
No, it had been.
back
Trust.
when you were in your 20s.
I mean, yeah, now I need to be careful. And again, I can't, unfortunately. I used to always get all beef hot dogs, and now beef no longer agrees with me. Incidentally, speaking of which, that happened. What? Don't shake your head. It's not my fault. It's not that I. Oh, you have PTSD.
Listen, we are all lactose intolerant now.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Now, right?
I found out that Ben
Everybody.
and Jerry's came out with non-dairy versions of every flavor.
Pretty much,
Life is great again.
Nice.
Okay, I don't have to pop a lactate pill for every pint of ice cream I'm
Or a
gonna
box.
down when I'm stoned. Oh,
Or
by
a
the
milkshake
way,
from Sonic. Go ahead.
I have to tell you why I'm gonna marry my girlfriend after this involving
Okay.
snacks.
Does she
Continue.
know?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
She knows.
just asking.
Continue.
Okay, this isn't news to her. That's going to go out over the air.
Yeah, because
Oh no, she knows it by the premise alone. She knows what story I'm about to tell.
Okay, because
Continue.
and I'm only saying that because literally on the last episode, Cape 230, the waxing special, by the way, KP Burke made a crack about having to marry his girlfriend, and we were like, wait, does she know? Like all of us in unison, we're just like, wait, does she know this
Yeah,
already?
no, he
Like,
gets it.
Are you announcing? Because she was in the room.
We are in
Yeah.
the
Is this a
same. We are in a
proposal?
very similar boat, me and KP, in terms of our girlfriend.
Yes, exactly.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener
Continue.
Schnitzel. Okay, so it's hot dogs, it's Polish sausage, it's all sorts of stuff. Soft serve cones, which they also do dipped cones there.
Like hard
And-
shell dip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
like
Right?
magic shell. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Now.
God,
It's
I wanna-
California, so it's looser in a lot of ways than New Jersey. As much Jersey now the only state where you don't pump your own gas officially, but aside
Fine,
from
I'm
that,
lazy.
like still looser, than a lot of other places. But big baby.
Which? Oh
So-
no.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
like I can
I'm
do
lying.
it. Like I've done it and I can do it, but I don't want to do it.
Same. Also, I went to a Wawa at dumb o'clock in the morning, like I do sometimes after work
Mm-hmm.
at the whatever club, and they make you go inside
Really?
to
Really?
pay and then pump.
What?
That's in California.
In
Certain
New
hours
Jersey.
you need to do that. Yeah.
in New Jersey. Where?
Past a certain time of night, they don't want to pay their people anymore, and you got to go inside.
Ah,
Oh.
interesting.
That's what
I'm
it is.
never awake at that kind of hour, so I guess
Yeah,
that's
so
why
that
I
never
don't-
happens to
That's why
Ryan.
I don't know this.
Same.
Yep.
I was about to say. I was like,
But,
I was like,
But Wiener Schnitzel.
But Wiener Schnitzel. So
It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. You'll be like, so Wiener Schnitzel.
yeah, exactly. Because we'll be
getting
here.
there.
We'll be here till 1 o'clock. Again, this is going to be like last week. That's something else we did for something that maybe I should have talked about at the beginning of the show. Something about a movie. But anyway,
Stay on topic here.
yeah. All right. Wiener
Wiener
calm down.
Schnitzel.
All right. Your boner keeps smacking against the bottom of the table. I keep feeling this vibration. So take it easy over there.
It
We're
is
gonna
That
what
tell
might be
this
me.
story.
We're talking
It
about
is
a
what
lot
it
of
is.
chips.
We are talking about chips. A lot of chips, a lot of beer, and now we're talking. We're using the word Wiener Schnitzel a lot.
Just like a hard
So-
dong on the bottom of the table.
Your 2024 birthday reel is going to be stellar. So anyway,
donger.
just from this episode alone.
Yeah.
It's going to be a montage of Cape 231. Anyway, so we're there. And now the cool thing is at Wiener Schnitzel, and I don't know if this is a thing at all of them, but certainly was the one in Burbank, which thankfully is still there. And I don't remember, we must have gone in 2011, but it wasn't as remarkable of an experience as when you and Jack came and visited me in 2016.
Right.
We go to this Wiener Schnitzel, and part of them coming out was doing the food tour, of course. And
So much food.
so much food. It was excellent though. And and I haven't been back there in 5 years. So and I was talking to my sister the other day. I was like, I miss the food. Like I know, and I still get emails, like birthday emails,
I
which
know,
I've been getting the last
and
week.
I know we're all kind of like, do we need to go back? But I feel like at some point we're gonna need to go back and just like eat
I'm gonna go
all
back
the stuff
and
that we don't have here.
eat, and drink Cactus Cooler. That's what we're
Yeah,
gonna have to do. Like,
we're gonna have to
there's be
take a
lot of
week,
that.
and we're gonna have to go revisit like all the places that we
It
love.
doesn't need to be a week.
It needs to be a week.
We could fly into LAX, and then we'll take Burbank 45 minutes and go to Vegas, and go
Well,
there for
yeah,
3 days.
Vegas
we only
too.
need to,
Okay.
We'd be in LA for a day, and that's enough. No, I haven't been there since I moved back in 5 years. Sure.
Can I come?
Yeah, you can
Never
come.
been to Vegas.
Of course.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Jack's never been to Vegas either. We went. Well, Ryan only went once, and we were there for,
Yeah.
2 nights. We stayed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it was 2 nights. It was
Cool.
fun.
I'll die there.
It was hot as fuck. It was like 100. It was like 95 after dark, and Ryan was just
Even
like,
even at night, like in the dead of night, it was almost 100 degrees.
Ryan, who loves the summer, who would live in shorts and flip flops year round if he could, and he was he was incensed. Just
It was new to me. Like I would pull up like the weather, and it was 98 degrees.
But it's like a dry
at 2
heat.
o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
in Vegas.
and
I'm
we're
like,
we're walking the strip, and he's just like sweating. He's like, "Oh, this is ridiculous." I'm like, "It's the desert, right? It's the desert."
Give me air
But I was like, I thought it was
conditioning.
supposed to get cool at night in the desert. I guess not.
No, yeah, for like 3 months of the year, but
Yeah.
the rest of the time is blistering. Anyway,
What a time, though.
so what? No, it was a great time. We killed some buffets. Speaking of food, good God, I feel like I'm going to leave here heavier than I was
So
when I walked
happy
in
you
just
said
talking about it.
buffets because I heard hookers in my brain at the end of that sentence. Continue.
No, it's
yeah,
not
not
Ryan.
hookers, buffets.
Yeah, that's not Ryan's thing. Anyway,
I was already married at that point. Yeah.
listen,
Oh, you fucked up.
right? Yeah, you cashed in your chips too early. Just use it.
Yeah.
Use a Vegas reference. Anyway, Wiener Schnitzel. So now the good thing is, if you go there and you order ice cream because it's soft serve and dipped cones, you can come back to the counter and they will make it for you fresh. So you can eat your dinner, you can eat your hot dogs and all your sides and all that other stuff. And then when you're ready for the cones, they'll make your cones. So they don't sit there melting at the table while you try to wolf down your hot dogs.
Right. Professional.
So exactly. So again, I don't remember the first. We must have gone there in 2011. I don't remember. We go this time in 2016, and you
We
guys are
definitely did.
we did, but
We did.
it didn't. The experience didn't stand out. I don't even remember it.
Right.
Maybe we talked about it at the time on the only podcast. I have to go back and listen.
I don't remember.
But anyway, he and Jack are just like, oh, so good, and just eating their food and just raving about it. And I'm sitting here just eating like all beef chili dog or Chicago dog or something like that, and just like, oh, this is so great. And the girl who's at the counter comes over. And she leans over because it's a small place on the inside. There's more seating outside, but there's like 3 tables inside. And we're kind of next to the counter, our table's like in alignment with, the side of the counter where the workers are. And she kind of comes up to the edge. She kind of leans and she goes, we have beer. And they do. They have a tap. You can get pints or you get pitchers of beer.
And I don't think I actually got beer in that
No, you
instance.
didn't, but you
I
were
didn't.
very
Yeah,
tempted.
I was.
Because
yeah.
you were like, we could get a pitcher of beer on top of this amazing food. And like,
I was like, neither
so
one of you
I-
guys like beer, so I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, Jack
You know?
pretends to. He doesn't, though.
That I think it's in Vegas actually that there is a Taco Bell cantina.
There is.
Yes.
Yeah, in Vegas.
That
yeah.
that's a thing too.
There are Taco Bell cantinas in New York City, but they don't have booze.
Boo.
What's the
I
point?
know.
Them.
It's
That's
extra
not-
$2 for everything.
That's not a cantina.
Yeah, well, listen, Taco Bell Cantina and Taco Bell, it's the same as,
okay
what's the
with
difference between a charcuterie plate and a meat and cheese plate?
Charcuterie plate. What?
Charcuterie.
Yeah, $5.
That's how they
That's the
pronounce
difference.
it,
Yeah. That's the way you pronounce
Yeah,
it.
fine.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Sure makes that Baby Shark book you got your daughter a lot more interesting.
Don't say that fucking song.
But
Cocomelon in my brain.
but Ryan never.
Shut your fucking
Yeah,
mouth.
not kids
need
music
it.
in front of this guy. No chance. But Ryan never felt like more tempted by a hard sell in his life than feeling like, oh my God, they have beer here
Yeah,
too.
no,
and she made a
I would've
compelling
succumbed.
statement.
Honestly, you're a stronger man than I.
Well, come with us next time.
I absolutely.
You're invited.
Well, that was the thing. I was like, what am I going to do with a pitcher of beer? Like, you don't drink beer.
Face it.
You
Jack
could have gotten a
pretends to
pint.
like beer.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't have to drink a whole fucking
Yeah.
pitcher.
Like
Let me take this down.
She could have given you a
Without-
sippy cup.
what?
You'd
Give
be
me a
dragging me out
pitcher
of
and
there.
a straw.
Yeah.
Several straws. It'll
We
go
could've walked
faster.
No, but
back to my
I
apartment.
was starry-eyed. Like, I was like,
Yeah. That's why. And for as much as he loves Del Taco, like they were kind of neck and neck, but I think that pushed Wiener Schnitzel to top of
bit.
the heap.
because I
Because
never
the beer.
experienced anything like this. I was like,
Fast
Jersey's
food joint?
bullshit with this
Right.
kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
wait,
Oh,
you mean
yeah.
I can get hot dogs and ice cream and beer in one place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Dude, I went-
And it's delicious.
I went to
Hot
Canada
dogs,
for a
ice cream, and beer. Oh my!
Right?
perfect.
that is perfect.
Damn, that's a good
actually.
title too.
Yeah.
I went to Canada for my first music festival ever in 2014. God, it's coming up on 10 years. Jesus Christ.
Welcome
Still
to
in a
middle
group-
age.
Yeah.
Still in a group chat with all those guys.
Oh, that's
I saw
cute.
Jack White, Outkast, Lord, Portugal the Man before they were anybody. It was a fucking phenomenal fest. But it was in Canada.
That's a lineup.
I ate poutine like you wouldn't believe. I ate chili poutine to come down from the PCP I didn't know was in the joint that somebody asked me to light and then had me hit the first hit of. Anyway, so but we found across the street from the hotel we were staying at, there was like a driveway that you go down and there was like a burger joint behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we found the best burgers in the entire country, we're pretty sure. And these people I was with were from Canada. And they were like, "This is the best burger in Canada."
What pocket in Canada were you? Were you in Toronto,
Montreal.
Quebec? Montreal. Okay.
Montreal.
Sorry, I
It's
didn't remember if you said it or
clean
not.
New York, straight up.
Yeah.
That's what Montreal is.
Clean New York.
It really is. And then we ate these burgers, and they were phenomenal. And then they were like, "Do you want a beer?" And we're like, "What?
You're like, excuse me?
What?
This gets better?
Please? Can I? Do you need more money? Like, or is it just
How
with the
much?
burger?
You're just laying bills out on the
I'm just so happy right now, dude. What? Tell me a price. 4,000. Cool,
Anything.
it's yours.
A testicle?
It was so. It was yeah, literally. We were just at that point after like day one of the festival, and we were just like, these burgers, everything happening right now is perfect.
Awesome.
And we sat on a curb and ate these burgers and drank these beers, and it was so fucking perfect. Montreal's great. I ate deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
What?
Wait,
yeah,
deep fried what?
peanut butter and
Oh.
jelly sandwich.
Yes,
Deep fried
please.
peanut butter and jelly
For
sandwich.
breakfast,
That sounds
dude.
amazing.
Yes, please.
I mean,
For
you have to.
breakfast.
You're going to spend the rest of the day burning those calories.
Wait, deep fried what?
You heard him.
butter, jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. Way up, way up, way up, way up. Copyright strike. Copyright.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, well,
Oh man. Nah, you're fine.
Nah, I love that shit.
No,
maybe.
but
Listen,
like,
that's the least egregious thing that needs to be edited out of this show.
for sure.
Wow.
But back
Okay.
to the reason I'm gonna marry my girlfriend.
Yes,
So
please.
you see all the chips here.
I
I'm
see
a
all the chips.
Snack connoisseur.
Yes.
You're
Chips,
kidding.
everything. Okay. One day, me and my girlfriend hanging out, and we are free from all responsibility, to say the least. So we
For
decide
a day. That's about how long it lasts.
it really is. So we decide, you know what? Crack half an edible each. She has no tolerance. I've been hanging out with her and her daughter. I have no tolerance anymore because it's been
Yeah,
a
because you
minute.
only did a semester of college, as we learned.
Correct, but also I live with a dude that wakes up, smokes a bowl, and works in a lab as a scientist. So, fuck.
In a word.
That's
Scientist.
my
huh?
top. Yeah, no. Quality control for medical equipment, dude.
Oh, I thought it was hydroponic farm, but okay. That sounds right, too.
So he.
I don't know.
Don't worry about my noises.
Don't worry about my noises.
So
That's the title of the episode.
Yes. Keep
it was
whatever.
my version.
Everyone, don't worry about my
This
noise.
was-
Don't worry about my noises.
This is my version of the Knights Who Say Neat. So
Nicely done.
me and Heather split a pretty powerful edible. And the plan was to eat this edible and then make dinner, hang out on the couch, watch TV, and zone out for the night. We ate the edible and then laid in bed and watched TikToks until 10 o'clock at night by mistake. And realized,
My mistake.
and then realized we didn't eat.
That's
We're
what
like,
drugs will get
"Fuck."
you.
So we go into the kitchen and we're like, I don't want to cook anything, so we don't. So we just immediately break out all the chips possible. We got peach mango salsa, Tostitos scoops, fucking everything. We're going ham. And then we discover that we bought a bag of sweet potato kettle cooked chips.
Ooh.
Magical moment. They're
Awesome.
delicious. I don't know if you like sweet potatoes or kettle cooked anything.
I do.
Great choice.
Sweet potato fries are my go-to
And
if they're
then-
an option.
Heather says something that makes me realize I need to buy a ring by next summer. I am just devouring. I'm like, what goes good with sweet potatoes? And she goes, hold on a second. I'm thinking Thanksgiving. Goes up to a shelf and pulls out fluff.
Oh my God.
And now you're thinking like that yams thing with the marshmallows on top. It's exactly what you think. And because they're kettle cooked, they're strong enough to dip out the fluff without breaking.
Oh man.
Everything just synced up perfectly. When I
Dude.
tell you it hit the spot on every level. The sweet of the marshmallow, sweet of the potato chip, the crunch, the everything.
I mean, being stone cold sober, that would hit.
It hit on so many levels.
God.
I recommend it to everybody listening to this. Just sweet potatoes, marshmallows, fluff, kettle cooked, whatever the fuck combination you can do it yourselves.
Dude.
It's how I'm going to marry this girl. It's going to be, you're all invited to the wedding.
What do you have that fucking puss for?
Oh, the sweet potatoes are gross.
Oh my God.
That's fine. If you don't like sweet potatoes, I respect it. I respect it
Ryan's
because
sitting here
I
like he
see-
smelled shit.
I mean, it makes sense. Like people,
Right.
there's something
You
behind
get
it.
the
People like
addition.
it. Yeah.
the
I know
math
the
adds
love
up.
how
sweet
Joe's
potatoes
telling
and
this,
the
like, I love how
marshmallows.
Joe's telling this really sweet story, and
I'm just like,
and you're just sitting
Yeah.
here like,
Sweet on several levels.
and Ryan's making the
My
same face
deep
when he got
love.
that sour chip.
yeah, I finally got the sour chip.
Yeah,
No, I get it. Yeah,
Right.
like it's
But-
a thing. Like you didn't just make it up. you know.
exactly. I highly recommend it to
Everybody
I
loves
mean, that
it.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
In related news, does she have a single, reasonably attractive sister?
She's got two sisters, none available.
Damn it. Well,
Womp womp.
Wah,
that's okay.
wah.
I'll eat my feelings with those sweet
Yeah.
potato chips and some
do they
marshmallow
all
fluff.
like cartoons?
None of them.
Do they like guys who make kid songs? Anyway,
I got Heather watching anime. It works for me.
yeah, but anime's trendy right now.
No,
Doesn't mean the same.
I'm an anime nerd from the beginning. No, we've made a compromise when we move in together. One Piece is a notoriously long anime. It's got over 1,000 episodes, coming up on 1,100. She's gonna start watching that because it really is one of the greatest stories ever told, and it's not even done yet. One Piece is one of the most legendary things ever, and the anime is just getting better and better. That said, the only equivalent to white women is Grey's Anatomy. And so she's going to start watching One Piece, and I'm going to start watching Grey's Anatomy, and we're going to meet in the middle somewhere. But that's an agreement we have. And we're both excited for each other's reaction for the emotional parts, because I cried over a fucking boat because of this anime, and I'll recommend it to everybody.
Yeah, it's just people dying in Grey's Anatomy. It's fine.
Yeah, well.
Mostly Katherine Heigl, which is, I don't know if anybody gets upset about that.
Listen, I watch Suits. I fucking love that show. Anyway.
She's so dope on that show.
I love it.
Okay.
He's still digging in on these. He's like,
He's
I need
like-
I got
to find-
another sour one.
He got
It was
another
awesome.
one.
Have you not had the flaming lemon chips before?
No, I haven't had any.
Really?
Of these, no.
This is all
so
new
you
to him.
you
Yeah,
like them?
these
a lot.
are all new
okay.
to me, yeah.
No, the
He can take.
They're all good.
That bag is for you, my friend.
Yeah, you can legitimately buy a bag of these where there's not a sour one. Like it is an
Oh,
actual flavor
okay.
you could buy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it. But you could take this one home.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
These are fine. Yeah.
Enjoy it. Yeah,
They're all great.
because you're very happy with this, not so much with the
This one comes with me.
Thanksgiving chips. Yeah, of course. Well, you get the double extra high. I bought those for you.
I know
for
you did.
TikTok, and
Your grand friend.
I am, aren't I? I feel like you needed this, man, because you haven't done CCCB in a while. Your podcast. You guys are kind of on a hiatus at the moment. I feel
It's all right.
You had a lot to talk about,
I did.
and I'm glad. And I sincerely mean that, by the way, because I'm saying like you came in loaded today. Like Ryan and I had stuff to talk about, and you've just been like taking the ball and running.
I
with
know.
it. And I love it.
I'm a chatty motherfucker.
You are.
We like that. And you need to be that way on
But
the
that's
show.
well,
Bring it on. I'll
Exactly.
come on as many episodes as you need. If you got a quiet guest that like just give me a call.
He's
Okay.
like, I'll bring them out of their shell. Yeah.
deal.
I work in sales. I'll draw it out of anybody. But yeah,
That works for me.
dude. I'm glad to be back.
Thanks,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Well, listen, less episodes, but we're compensating by doing really fucking long episodes.
Fewer episodes.
20 a year. Yeah,
I'm
okay,
okay.
you're right. Fewer episodes. Excuse me.
Come on now.
He grammaticized you.
He did.
Someone had
But
to.
we make up for it. We make up for it. Less quantity, more girth. Anyway, no, I'm glad.
Tis what
I'm
she
glad you were here.
proclaimed.
Whoa.
I didn't know we were talking about chiggers.
Was
I feel like you're talking
Wow.
about an Asian African American when you say it,
Oh, no.
and it's not okay. Continue.
I have to do post on this episode. I don't
yeah.
usually have to do that. This is going to require more editing than the wax special. To edit so much shit out. I'm just kidding. Hey, here's a bit of news that I should have said at the beginning, but Cape's gonna cape. If you're in the New Jersey area, particularly the Central Jersey area, yes, it's officially a thing. Then Saturday, October 14th, will be the world premiere of our short film, The Out. And I say our because Christian co-produced it with me and also was the sound engineer, sound recordist. And that will be premiering at the Smodcastle Film Festival Saturday, October 14th, 9:30 p.m. during the Block 20. The short films are in blocks, so it will be part of Block 20. And Christian's short film, which he wrote and directed, and I did a little bit of work on, Just Desserts, premiering Friday, October 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th. At the 6:30 block. I forgot what block number it is, but it's at 6:30, right?
I'll tell you right now, but yes, it is.
How do you not know this offhand?
No, it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Block 3, 6:30.
Block 3, 6:30 p.m. Smog Castle Cinemas in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. World premiere for both of our films, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I should have talked about it right at the beginning, and I didn't. So there's that.
I wish we were in the same block, but it's what
it would have been great. But at the same, I'm going to be there for yours, of course. I'm going to be there all weekend, so it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that after the show, though. Although, got to get into a Montreal Film Festival now because we got to see what's doing up there, food wise.
Clearly,
according to
Poutine.
Well, poutine is you could get that anywhere.
I went to an all poutine place.
Poutineery,
Chili
Poutineery.
I don't know if that's a real thing. It sounds good.
Covered me. Tell that drug story another time.
Whoa, man, you're a bottomless pit. I feel like I need to make a compilation of stories about people getting high because you have yours about the respect the blackout.
I've only done. There are 2 drugs that I've done accidentally, and they were both at musical fests. So
excellent.
Yeah.
I haven't done.
Save that for another cape.
That'll be another cape.
Since that fucking.
I know. We
I like
talked
how I
about
just
that.
winked into the camera with the wrong eye. Some kind of
And it's
the one clearly not.
No
into
show,
it.
no show like Cape, everybody.
I can't
say
wait
it all the
with my
time.
left eye. Fuck it.
God damn, it's true. It really is true.
It's Ryan's fault.
Sorry.
Probably.
It's my mortal enemy.
Oh my God. Well, this has been a blast.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it has.
And we
Always.
we didn't start super late because of me this time, which is nice.
Right.
So
For once.
wow.
I was here early.
It's a
We were both here early.
What?
Who
the-
got here first? I'm curious.
Joe was here first.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because you said you got done
For the
irrationally
first
early.
time in my
Irrationally.
life. Everyone tell my family because I'm late to every family function.
Aw.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him.
He was early.
Soldier
us
Boy,
along.
tell him.
Yeah. Crank that.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways, right. So yeah, Smog Castle Film Festival, big deal. So that's this weekend. You can check that out. And future film festival dates to be announced. You probably have seen the trailer for The Out, our short film. I mean, I wrote and directed it, but it is ours. It's everybody who is involved in it. Everyone's name is on it. We share in the film as far as I'm concerned. But the trailer is on this YouTube channel. So if you are watching, check that out. And just because it's relevant, in the episode description, I'm actually going to put the the link to, speaking of Respect the Blackout, Cape 172 when we had the, what is going on?
I don't know what that was.
I'm literally like, who's fucking with one of these empty cans?
hammered,
Someone's playing with something. Who is
banging
it?
on a trash can.
Yeah, seriously. All right, now it stopped. So it must have been you, Christian. But anyway, I'm going to put the link in the description because we had a hot wing challenge with them where we tried the 4 hottest flavors from Cluck U, excellent chicken joint throughout New Jersey, and apparently you're supposed to sign a waiver for the hottest one. They just gave me my bag because I ordered it online. I signed no waiver, but goddamn, that hottest one, Andrew being Andrew, handed them to us out of order, so we didn't get the hottest one last. But it was, so it took us all by surprise. So we're like, fuck, that was a jump.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. It really was. But that was just him being disorganized. No, this is the next one. I'm going, okay, sure. Like we were just talking and eating, and it was
Gotcha,
great.
bitch.
But it was very funny. So,
good.
there's a compilation. I put together a compilation of the video. That full video episode is not out either, but I put together a compilation of us trying all the wings. I'll put that in the description below. And yeah, are you taking selfies right now?
I'm sending a Snapchat. I'm
You're still
Yeah,
on
leave
Snapchat?
him alone.
Yes.
Jesus. Who are you sending it? Now you posting
My
publicly?
sister
Jesus.
to keep the streak alive.
What streak is it? Okay, hang on. There's a story here. I thought we were done, but apparently not.
So
What is-
Snapchat keeps streaks,
okay.
as you all probably know, except for these old fuddy-duddies.
Yeah. I don't have Snapchat.
So it keeps how many Snapchats you've had back and forth in a row.
Okay.
With my sister, it's in like the late 90s. With Heather, it's like going on 2 years. So
Of just daily
absolutely.
messages?
Yeah. No,
Interesting.
not messages.
Oh.
Pictures.
Okay.
Snap my face at work. That's it. Have to keep it alive.
That is
Because once it breaks, the relationship's over.
that's with your own sister. That's drastic.
Yes, absolutely.
That's very drastic.
I will disown the girl. No,
Wow.
she's my stepsister, so it does fucking no.
Oh, okay. So you're not
I love
owned
you,
anyway.
Allie. I swear.
Yeah. We're not blood, so the street breaks. Hey, too bad.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
kids.
You're right. I'm listening to this. I'm just like, what a worthless streak. I just look at that like that sounds like a tremendous waste of time.
It's competitive because I can't be the one to break it. If she breaks it, I get to talk shit forever.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it's all about a smug sense of superiority.
Absolutely. Have you met me?
Oh God.
I'm better than everyone, including my opinion on Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, that's just not true.
Ugh, get off my lawn.
We've disproven.
I
love-
King Dorito. They can say all they want.
The most impressive.
Listen. They can say all they want, but they can actually say "get off my lawn." We still don't own houses. We should just shut the fuck
They
up.
can say "get off my lawn"
No,
because
it's just
they're
because you're
fucking
kids. Yeah,
old.
you,
That's
you
what
too.
they.
You're like 13 over there. Get off my lawn.
I'll shit on your
Shake
lawn
my
before
fist
I
on the
fucking
clouds.
get off your lawn.
Send that. Oh my God. That'd be your next selfie. A Snapchat of your face standing in front of Ryan's house on the front lawn.
Just taking a dump.
Dropping trowel.
Just a hot curly Q.
Yum.
Coiled masculinity.
Oh my God.
Like soft serve.
Episode title.
Oh my God. This is going to be a difficult one. You know, I thought Fustercluck was a good one, but that may have to be a future name. Because
Wait, what was the other one?
whatever the comment about his noises were, like, don't mind my
don't worry
noises.
about my noises.
Which I will say, the range of your vocal ability has been great. It's like, I am superior to everybody. Have you met me? Was pretty great.
I can get super deep if I want to.
Or
I can sound like this if I really need to.
And what's funny is your super deep wasn't actually all that deep.
Exactly. You're talking to.
No, not
well,
at all.
yeah. Christian.
I have the best mic, though, so there's that.
You're a mean one, Mr.
Yes.
Cringe.
I've been... Kinda. You can tell I've been doing a lot of voiceover lately because I have that kind of delivery. Gentlemen, this is Death Clock. Something. I can't think of it. The stuff they make up is beyond my ability.
And this has been
Yeah,
another
shut-
experiment. Bye, kids.
No, I gotta say it. Oh my God. I think this is the Cape where I've talked the least, which is saying something. I feel like Joe really ran with the ball. No,
Took it. Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Was there another one?
There's gotta be.
I don't know. Where I talk less?
I don't know if there is.
I don't know about that. Joe really ran
I mean,
with it. And I'm
last
very
time
happy.
we fought, it was pretty.
That was pretty good. Well, see, that's the
Yeah,
mark
you
of
were-
a good
you were
host.
pretty taken
You
aback,
just
yeah.
sit back and just let everybody argue.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to worry about doing anything, which is nice for me because
I'm a chatty Cathy.
I get I get to relax. I like it because normally people are just like, all right, you talk too much. But thankfully,
Well,
I got other people who have a lot to say, and it's very, very handy. You know,
So what I'm saying is, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
we are actually. I'm very welcome. I'm glad all of you have been here for this
I'm welcome.
because I enjoy it. You are welcome. I'm welcome because I'm superior. Wow.
Wow, listen to you.
As your Doritos king.
I hereby declare
Yes. I decree
that I am welcome.
Kicking it. I am here.
Wow.
Thanks for the Doritos.
Yeah, this is some comeback episode, huh, everybody? You're like, we waited 3 months for this shit? Apparently.
I mean, Kim Kardashian
Oh my God.
had a great one of those.
I knew somebody was gonna say it.
What?
The second Kim Kardashian had a great comeback story. Well, she had cum in her back. Chris Pratt blooper from Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of my
Phenomenal.
favorites. It's so good if you haven't seen it.
I have not seen that, but now it's been spoiled for me, so it's over.
I ruin things.
I also got
There's a
some
statute of
three
limitations
kids.
on spoilers.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
come on, Parks and
exactly.
Rec was,
Yeah.
that ended like 7 years
If
ago.
you haven't
so-
heard
Thanos
it yet, you weren't
dies.
going to.
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait,
what do
wait.
you mean Thanos died?
Wait a second. Walter White has cancer? Oh, my God.
Walter
What
White.
do you do? Oh, you're trying to...
I was him for
If
two
you had your-
Halloweens. If I had the glasses and the hat that I still own,
If you... Wow. That would
Yeah.
be a solid one, but I still...
it was a solid one. I almost won $1,000 with that costume
Really?
at Porta in Asbury.
That's good.
I lost to Robin Williams coming back from the jungle in Jumanji. Some dude, full beard, full leafy getup.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I got it. You win.
You
I had
abdicated your throne.
blue Tic Tacs in my pocket to be the meth, and I still lost. So I respect it.
Wow.
I just millennialed myself. It was bad. Or is that Gen Z? I don't fucking know. End this goddamn show.
Oh, do I have your permission, King Dorito? I can end the show.
Yes.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, good.
I so decree.
Now it's my chance to talk on my show. Wahaha. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I got to hydrate for the ending.
Hydrate
which is
before
the
you
ending.
dehydrate.
Got him.
Clearly.
I mean, Jesus. That really got Christian. That took out this funny moment.
Cackling producer on this shit. Close it out, dude. On
He's
the
gone.
cackle.
Man, I mean,
Wipe yourself off, man. You dead.
wow. Wow, you got him.
You got him. Yeah.
And it's such a throwaway.
You got him as much as anyone could get anyone.
I think so.
He's laughing harder than most people laugh at my actual set.
Honestly,
It's
right?
impressing me.
Like, this dude writes jokes and doesn't get laughs on those like he does here, just making funny noises, talking in funny voices. Your whole act is a sham, is what I'm saying.
Basically.
Oh, there's your episode.
I am a fraud.
I've been wasting my stand-up career this entire time when all I need to do is make funny noises and
Oh, fuck.
play second banana to
Good
this
night,
guy
everybody.
as King Dorito.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody's trying to stop the show. You're all the reason we ran so late. I am usually. Yeah. Well, that explains it because, when I was in kindergarten, I had to go to a speech tutor. And now when I speak, everybody tells me to be quiet. So is it any wonder I'm screwed up?
Oh, God.
Exactly. It's true. It's true.
I don't believe
shake your
for
head at me.
1 second.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
That
true.
you had a
I
speech
had a
tutor.
speech tutor in kindergarten, I swear.
And they just taught you to never shut the fuck up.
And unfortunately for us, she succeeded. Yeah.
Hey, it's to
I love
everyone's
you.
benefit
I do.
because there is no show like Cape.
That's true.
And that's not just blowing Cheeto dust. Doritos dust.
What?
Both. I'm tired now, too.
Yeah.
You said Cheetos.
Cheetos are.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, no.
You're not going to go to bat for
Terrible.
Cheetos?
Agree on that one,
Well, that's getting edited out.
brother.
Brother. Yeah.
No,
all of a sudden-
cheese puffs are. the
Hulk
way to
Weber
go.
all of a
Cheese
sudden.
Doodles.
What are you going to do, brother?
Yeah.
Flaming hot Cheetos surround you. Anyway. Chris doesn't laugh at my shit anymore. It's old news. All right.
I needed to zone out. For
Apparently,
a minute.
yeah,
I can't,
just-
I can't breathe.
You're trying to work Dihydrate into a song. I know it. So he's literally he's running through a couple of songs that are works in progress. He's like, Dihydrate. That doesn't work. He's going to do a SpongeBob song and he's going to work Dihydrate in. Anyway, we have a name for this particular portion of the program. We call it The End, and it is upon us. So if you enjoyed this nonsense, you can follow Joe Weber at Joe Weber Does Jokes
Yes, it is.
on Instagram. And is that your handle on? I never remember. Is that your handle?
Joe Weber Does Jokes.
On
Weber
Twitter
with
as well.
one
It's still
B.
Twitter.
What Weber with 1 B, like the grill, not the basketball player. Or if you're of the female variety, Weber like the grill, not the main doctor in Grey's Anatomy. I know too much.
Some might say too much.
I do. But you can catch me at Uncle Vinny's. I have a lot of shows coming up.
That's true. Stand-up shows all the time.
Hosting for Don Jameson, Joey Vega, Eric Tartaglione, and John Heffron in October. And then KP Burke is taking me on the road to Annapolis, Maryland.
Yeah, this weekend.
Can't
so
wait.
If you're in Maryland and you
that's-
can't come to the Smart Castle Film Festival, you can check these guys out
Absolutely.
this weekend.
That is, yeah. Because, I'd rather do that instead of see your movie.
Oh.
I love you. I would. I'm gonna watch the fuck out of your movie. I really am.
Cool.
There
will be we're gonna have a friends
one of
and
my
family.
first real road gigs. Thank you, KP Burke, for bringing me on for this. So I can't wait for this. It's gonna be 2 shows on the 13th, Friday the 13th. My first road gigs. Yay!
Excellent.
That's not gonna go terribly. And then the
won't.
14th, there's gonna be
It
another
won't.
gig. So
Just talking funny voices like you did tonight.
You were
Yeah.
you were hilarious when I saw you do stand up. So.
dude,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
You
are-
really
no,
were,
you were-
honestly.
Joe is a great stand-up.
Yeah.
He's we're kind of sort of lovingly
Too
busting his
many
balls.
compliments. Anyway,
He is. He's great. And he does some good jokes on the socials as well. Another reason to follow.
Thank
He kind
you,
of
guys.
tweets jokes
Yeah.
on Twitter.
on
The
threads.
Twitter jokes.
I try to threads more.
I'm
than
still
anything.
calling it Twitter. I don't give a shit.
Same.
I don't call it anything.
Although Twix is a good name.
Twix.
Vernon Reed from Living Color decided to merge them into
love
Twix. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
works.
great.
Twix is-
That's great.
Twix is a top tier candy bar.
I-
We'll have
actually-
that conversation next time. It's Halloween. We didn't talk about candy.
Yeah.
Oh, possibly. There's an announcement. That's right. October 30th. Tune in live. It's a Monday. There will be no trailer because we're going live that Monday night, Monday, October 30th, the Halloween live stream. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be great. You can be part of it, especially with the energy you brought in today. Because goddamn, but you have to dress as Philip J. Fry, which means you got to shave the goatee.
I'll
Are you
dress as
willing?
Walter White instead.
Oh, all right,
Man.
fine, Walter White.
The disgust in your voice.
No, well, I would like because when we met in person, you said Philip J. Fry. Futurama was one of my favorite shows, and I'm like, holy shit! I
went
never
to
thought
Comic-Con.
it was possible.
I went to Comic-Con as Philip J. Fry, and I had the dog from Jurassic Park taped to my shoulder just to make people cry.
Because
But
you're
wow.
a fucking dick.
Yeah, dick move, Weber.
or I just like getting people in tune with their feelings.
That's true too.
Yeah, everybody should feel feels.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome to Comic-Con. Cry!
And people would want to take pictures with me at Comic-Con of me as Fry, and then they realize what the dog was like. No. This is my favorite part.
Wow. Wow.
But
Joe
thanks-
Weber does jokes on the socials, everybody.
Absolutely. Follow me on
All right,
everything.
the Halloween live stream, we're doing it here at Bellworks, so you know what?
I'll
That's
be here.
something. All right,
Doing
so
it live.
Another Monday night.
Fuck it. We're
Fucking
doing
thing
it
sucks.
live.
That's what people are going to be saying about this show, about this episode. They're like, man, it
Not
sucks.
one bit are they going
I
to say
waited
that.
3 months for this. Yes, you did. And you got it, boy. You can follow Ryan at Taxonian on Twix and Instagram. And Honey, I Drunk the Beers on Instagram as well. Do you like beer?
Hey,
well,
where can they follow Ted Biaselli?
one thing at a time. We got to plug the people who are here first. Even though Ted is, he could be a very influential figure in the world of Cape. I'm just going to say that. Hot Toy Time Machine as well. Ryan Taggart and Jack DeFranco sharing their hot toy adventures. A lot of hot toy imagery going on Instagram. So you like beer, you like toys, you can follow those two accounts as well. Links to everybody's going to be down in the description below. You can follow Christian at Arcade Productions on Instagram and follow Just Desserts Film as well.
Yes.
Links, again, down in the description below. And Arcade Player One on the aforementioned Twix. And yeah. And subscribe to Arcade Productions on YouTube. Again, links are going to be down below. And you can follow me at Chris Aballo on Twix and on TikTok. And Chris Sells Out on Instagram. And follow CAPEPOD on TikTok, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. Oh, and follow the.out.film on Instagram and TikTok for clips and screening information and all that other stuff. And there's going to be more. Particularly, there's some potential New York screenings before the end of the year. All that is still being worked on. They will be announced as they are confirmed. So we shall see. But right now, Smod Castle Film Festival, Saturday, October 14th. That will be the world premiere of The Out. I'll be there. Christian will be there, right? Because these sons of bitches won't be. Okay. So check it out. I know.
Living a
But they're
dream.
both, to be honest, though, it's not like
living a dream. I'm so sorry.
they're not being dicks. They're both going to be out of state, actually. So they get a pass. Everybody else is going to be a big fucking party, and they're not going to be there. So they're a loss. But if you are around, come check it out. The link for tickets, I'm going to put that down below too, because the event will not have happened by the time this goes out. So yeah, get your tickets below using the link. And the show will be back next Monday. It's finally happening. Finally doing one-on-ones with my parents. This month is their 50th wedding anniversary. So
Sick.
My father will be next week. My mother will be the week after. And then the Halloween live stream on the 30th. So what a weird fucking show. Am I right? But that's how we do it here on Cape as we wrap up 2023 over these next 10 episodes. So until next time, for Christian Cortez, Ryan Taggart, and Joe Weber, this is Chris Aballo, and this was yet another experiment.